It's
Medical units stand by. 30 seconds to contact. 20 seconds. 15. 10. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1.
We got him. Let's go.
Good morning, Australia, and good evening to everybody else. This is Proof of Comics number 82, and this is the first show of 2026. Happy New Year. I wish you guys a good one. We've got a comic book coming out in March. Ratel number 1 is happening. I got scripts for 2 more comics underway as well. I'll be starting work on them in about a couple of weeks now. I've got another secret project I'm working on now, but NDA. I NDA'd myself. Speaking of which, we are joined by co-hosts. BillyBobSac is back after a hiatus. How you doing, Billy?
Couple.
Nice to see you. And of course, as always, my co-host Wrangler. How you doing, sir?
What's going on, man? A whole lot of hola, everybody. Good to be here tonight.
That's right. And tonight I'm continuing work on Wrangler's commission. This is Haley and Elizabeth, characters from his novel Bad Kitty. Well, I should say series of novels, because you got 2 out and you're working on 2 more. Because you can't just be working on 1 book at a time, Wrangler. You got to be working, because you got 2 hands, right?
Well, I made the mistake of having both these books happen in the same universe, concurrently, and they intersect. So now I'm like, oh, I have to do both before I release one, because I got to make sure they're both done before I release either of them. So I make sure I got no oopses happening,
Now, don't destroy my headcanon vision, but I imagine you working on 2 books at the same time with the left hand and the right hand. You got volume 3 and volume 4, 2 typewriters at once. Is that how it's happening? Don't say no.
I'm not going to say no.
I knew it. All right. Let's add a little bit of music. That's pretty quiet, but that's fine. So we're going to be drawing. This is a calm stream. We're chilling out. And I'm working on this drawing here. I started last week on this show and did a bit more work on it yesterday on Wrangler's Weekly Wing It. So if you want to check those out, do check those out. And I'm probably going to be able to finish the pencils tonight. I think I got enough time to do the finishing pencils.
By the way, you see on her how her straps are crossed in front. You don't have on Haley on my screen.
Oh, on Haley. Oh, yeah. The straps of her back.
That you don't have to follow that one.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, she doesn't. Yeah. Okay. I got you. All right. So let me scroll up and down here to give everybody a little bit of an idea of what the art is going to look like. We've got a good bit of contrast. One character in the foreground, the other character in the background. Smaller action pose, and then a larger front and center. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We might have a couple of guests join us throughout the show as usual. I invited Saboteur Comics to come on. He's on Omer's stream right now, and maybe Omer will swing by as well.
Yeah. Matthew Owens 455 asks, "Would you eat a turd sandwich for $1 million?" No, I'm not that hungry, but thanks for the offer.
There's some things no. Some things you got to keep your pride. You got to keep your pride. You know what I mean? I will draw a turd sandwich for $1 million.
How big is the turd?
I don't know. He's offering up 10 million now, so I would imagine it's what are you talking, Matthew? A quarter pounder? What?
Well, hold up. The real question is, is it getting taxed?
Of course. I mean, if it's Bitcoin, it's not getting taxed. You can just transfer it straight.
Once you jump on in Frogger.
Oh, dude, those
It's getting taxed at once. Like you're only getting like fucking 400,000 to 600,000 of that. This deal's just getting worse,
Frogger was the first video game I ever played.
Yeah. I had an idea for a video game I wanted to try making while I was learning that I don't know how to make video games with my first attempt. And
that
you don't
need to know how anymore. You got
frog.
You got AI. I'll help you make video games now.
Yeah, I don't think it's up to snuff on that quite yet for what I'm trying to do. But I had an idea for a frog being the main character in a platformer, and you could do things like whip out the tongue and snag onto things and kind of like swing like Tarzan and use it as a weapon and stuff. I think that'd be a fun platformer, just classic platformer style. We don't see too much of just
he said no
classic platformers anymore. What's that?
Yeah, but that makes it worse. See, it's got to be like an official, like no tax on this. You eat that turd sandwich, right? Like they can't do anything. It's non-taxable.
Are you fixing to down that thing, Billy Bob?
I mean, if it's under the table, what do we meet in an alleyway? Do you have like a suitcase filled with money? What's the plan here, Matt?
Now, that might make it a little more bearable, but I'm still not going to bite. Billy Bob.
I'm going to be honest with you. This wouldn't even be a hard decision if you were from India, by the way.
Oh yeah. I mean, they probably hand those out. They probably sell those for like if you go to the right festival.
Yeah.
And a glass.
They have poop festivals. That was nasty. Did you see that video of it?
Yeah, I saw the guy from America somewhere went there with the full-on bodysuit and filmed the whole thing.
Okay, let me put this. He puts on the entire suit, but he doesn't put on a fucking thing to cover his mouth and face and shit. He just put some goggles on. He's getting fucking turd thrown right in his mouth.
Didn't he get like pink eye or something? Didn't he get sick after?
I wouldn't be surprised if he did get sick. He had turd thrown right in his face and his mouth, dude.
There's some things you can't buy with money, especially with the internet being permanent now. It's like your reputation, that's going to follow you forever. You know?
He's gonna be the turd dude.
You're going to be the turd dude. Have some self-respect is what I would say.
Listen, Ron Burgundy ate like cat shit, okay?
Yeah, but I mean, most Hollywood celebrities, you got to do what you got to do to get in there. You know what I mean?
They got some serious hazing going on over there in Hollywood. The stuff they got.
Here's the thing. Keep in mind, like, it's gonna take like 30 minutes to eat this sandwich, right? Still throw it up after.
The ante is now.
You're gonna get $10 billion. That is life-changing money. Okay.
I couldn't do it. I know Stifler did it just to keep a secret in one of them American Pie movies, but
Oh, we got our legal representative here who's going to...
You have to eat it like you do eating a raw egg, dude.
Oh, I love raw eggs, particularly before they hatch and you get them fresh, just a little after birth. Just yum.
But you gotta do that with the turd sandwich, right?
Yeah, you're joining us late here, James. We got someone in the chat asking, would you eat a turd sandwich for $10 million? And you being a lizard, I would imagine that's probably not a problem.
That depends on the type of turd we're talking here, really. You know, there's some better than others. There's those McDonald's turds out there. You know.
Is it a dry turd or a wet
is it
turd?
creamy or chunky?
Yeah.
It's like very powdery.
I don't think it's gonna make a difference.
Very powdery turd.
Yeah, the only difference would be like it would soak into your bread, right?
Yeah.
Wet.
Soggy. That's what I'm saying. Soggy.
He says it's a dry log, but Billy Bob, you can throw some gravy on there, I'm sure.
If it's a hobo turd and he has AIDS, you're just
always
making
gotta
this
throw
worse.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that if he had AIDS, dude. Like, come on, he's definitely like fucking blood in his poo, which means you're getting it. And $2 million ain't worth having AIDS.
No,
I don't know. The stomach acid might kill it off.
I don't think I would as a human being. As a fake lizard, you know, for the meat.
Oh, you got your video playing there.
Yeah.
Hold
Yeah.
on, let me switch it up here.
I love the sheer 80s vibe to some of that.
Come on, StreamYards. There you go.
Yeah, I decided to make a music video with just random AI shots of chicks dancing and cyberpunk elements in a
Isn't
chromatic.
that like most music videos?
Yes, yes. That's what makes it so believable. You just get the variety of cyberpunk elements, and then this chick dancing from time to time.
I think you need a little bit of faster editing for a
Uh-huh.
music video. Usually there's like really extremely fast editing on those.
Yeah, yeah. And then here are the other chicks.
And
Look at the back.
The song was good too, but I would just add a little bit of distortion. I know we're not playing it right now, but I listened to it ahead of time. Like a little bit of distortion on the voice, a little bit of
Oh yeah, a little synth.
yeah, to make the voice kind of like break up in electronic noise a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That always sounds kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that. You know, it's funny because I was always striving to get rid of that. And I was wondering, why does it sound like that? You know, that sounds just too robotic. And it's just been so long since I kept up with music. The day came where I started listening to brand new music produced by people, you know, no machines. Well, there's machines, but their vocals are technically human. And they all sound the same. They all had this robotic synth in them. I was like, holy shit. No wonder it sounds like that. That's what they're producing today. You people lined yourselves up to be defeated by the machines.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. And lo and behold, here are we, the land of the machines. Have cut heavily because 90% of these shots eventually fuck up. This one actually came out better. this one.
Yeah. I would also vary the presentation of the shots on screen.
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot of like a smaller screen over a bigger screen.
Yeah.
I would also do a little bit of sliding screens.
Oh yeah. Multiple screens sliding against each other, playing the same thing.
Yeah.
Very
Some
pop
stuff like
I guess
that.
I got to see what they're producing in Korea these days.
And I also saw one of your online handles namesake in there, the tape damage.
Yeah. It's been a while since I used tape damage.
Also, Matthew wants to let you know he snorted DMT and saw 2 alien chicks making out in the distance.
Well, you know,
You're gonna need some help, Matthew.
That sounds like a better option than eating the turd sandwich.
He's like, "Can y'all see my comment?" Yes, Matthew, we see your comment. We're just like moving on, you know.
it
That's all.
exists.
That's all.
Though this is the appropriate chat for such questions. So, I mean,
Indeed
Well, look,
it
our
is.
military finally redeemed themselves. They pulled off an operation in fucking 2-3 hours.
I mean, it was overnight. Yeah,
yeah,
they got
it's just
went in, they got out, and they didn't stay for 3 years.
they didn't. We're reestablishing our.
What, you mean 17?
Yeah,
We're going to reestablish our oil dominance. We had American companies were doing business in there before.
dude, the interviews have been killer. Like Trump's interview, and his dude, I don't know what his name is. Like the
Marco
interviews are just fucking owning it. Like
He's like the
blood.
Latin guy with the little Latin lisp.
No, I was thinking of the bald dude in front of the White House.
The
The
ball.
bald dude.
Yeah, I don't know what his name is. One of the Trump's guys. They've just been giving fucking amazing interviews right now that a Trump administration has.
I think it was Pete Hegseth, our Secretary of War.
Yeah.
Could be. Could
Pete,
be.
but
He's not bald,
he's
he has
got
hair.
though. It's pretty.
Well, that's not the guy I'm thinking of then.
hair. Very
Oh.
pronounced hair. That PD. Mr. Hegseth. That shot with the chick there. Let me put it back for a second. This one is actually on a loop. I set it to be perfectly looped, so it actually does that dip.
Oh, that's cool. You could
And
make
they
an
go-
animated GIF out of it. And
Exactly, and that one came out good because some loops they don't like. They just terrible animation, but that loop came out great. I like this music though.
yeah, this is from
Final Fantasy.
Expedition 33.
Oh, okay, there you go. Very operatic. It's almost like you're walking through a what do they call it? A chapel, one of those large chapels.
Matthew says, the Murdo asked, come get me, and they came and got his butt. Yeah, him and his wife. They picked him up.
Yeah. And then what is it? So they found people were playing a video of him singing Imagine. Did that song just start like totally become cringe in the last decade?
I mean, it's a totally communist song when you stop and think about it. Like it's
Yeah.
getting rid of religion, getting rid of capitalism. It's like it's a beautiful song because John Lennon is singing it, but if you listen to the words, it's actually very cringe.
Yeah.
And it was also cringe when all the celebrities decided to sing it in an edited together video.
Yeah, I think that was the death of that song, to be honest.
I remember that.
We can go back to the 80s where they all sang We Are the World.
Yeah, with Michael and
Yep. At least they all got together to do that one.
We are the world.
yeah, they couldn't get together during 2020. All their grandmothers would have died.
Well, those things happen. Grandmothers die. We all die. I was thinking about that today. Seeing an elder person making all these phone calls for like medical appointments and all these pills. I'm like, is it really that bad to die in a war? Is it really that bad? Do I want to live to be that? Medical appointments twice a month? Nah. What is it? Like, you always see these terrible documentaries of war and how much people die, but it's not like it's taking them forever. They get usually straight to it. 3 minutes tops, it seems. You know, guy's crying on the beach for his mama. 3 minutes later, just floating bodies. Like, yeah, that's not too bad. If you really think about it.
I mean, I wouldn't mind dying between projects, but I wouldn't want to die before I'm finished with especially with my first comic. Like, I got to get it out. I don't want to die before March when it's printed out and sent out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why if I keep making projects, the likelihood of me dying would reduce in this weird conception I have.
Oh, yeah, that whole retirement theory thing.
Yeah.
People retire and they die.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't have a purpose in life, you lose a little bit of drive.
But even if you do have a purpose, tomorrow is not guaranteed. Those thoughts have been coming to me lately too, and that's kind of, I think, what lit a fire under my butt and got me going on the writing a lot harder now. Because, like, I don't know if I'm going to be here tomorrow. I need to get as much of this done as I can, just in case.
Yeah, get on that, dude. Get that shit done.
Yeah, tell J.R.R. Martin that.
Nah, dude, that guy he's okay.
AI is going to finish his books, man. I tell you.
Probably. Use his terrible his terrible concepts, his anti-tokenism. I'm the anti-token. Look at me. About.
Well, the wonderful thing is that once AI has rewritten his books, you're going to be like able to redo the whole fucking series like faithfully with his books with the actor's image as well. And the same like it's surprising how good AI is getting now.
Did you see the Stranger Things one? Somebody made a meme.
Yes.
Where they took the coming out scene and they redid
Yes.
it.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Full AI.
Yeah.
And
like what would happen if you really came out in 1980? Everyone.
Yeah. It's like, dude, that's nasty. And it was it was a little uncanny, but I would buy it. You know, I was like, this is why AI is probably going to stick around, because the memes.
Well, that's the thing, is that even if it's like the best memes, like when we're talking like 2D memes, like pictures with words on them, like the best ones are like done really shittily images, bad edits, bad text. And it's fine because it makes you laugh. It's the low effort, high value.
The new dawn of memes is if we went from low effort, high value to low effort. I wouldn't even say low effort, because you prompt these out.
Yeah, the effort's not large, but the output's much better.
Yes, that's the new dawn of it, you know?
Yeah.
It looks great. It's like, that's why it's not porn anymore. Now it's the laughs. Porn has oversaturated the market. Now it's the laughs. People want more laughs.
Well, we don't need more porn. That's the thing. There's an abundance of it. So yeah, okay, great, more porn.
Always room for another funny clip.
It's not, porn isn't making the headlines because there's an abundance of it. Like no one cares if there's more or not. It's just it's already saturated. But to be able to re-edit all your movies with just a prompt and a couple of like stupid jokes to make your friends laugh, now that's the shit.
That is very much the shit. Yeah, dude, you know, the new dawn. Everyone's gonna have to catch up with the memes.
Well,
someone's to remake that fucking the McRib Goblin video you sent.
That was a good one
with AI.
Yeah, that's a good one. Basically, if Harry Osborn or no, I already said it last time on the stream. If Norman Osborn was, his entire motivation was based around the McRib. McRib. That's a fucking good one. The memes, man. I gotta somehow loop that into a story, like a humor-driven economy.
The memes must flow.
The memes must flow. There's a meme out there for everybody.
Well, more than one, hopefully.
Right?
Well, I gotta go feed the cat. It's meowing. Just talks amongst yourself. Don't say anything too funny or too clever while I'm gone. Or miss it.
Freaking cats. Yeah, I already fed my dogs. One of them's passing out on my bed, and the other one's passing out on the floor next to me. Hopefully his freaking snoring doesn't get too loud.
Oh, that's right. When fucking Frederic gets back, I'm gonna talk about that beautiful darkness fucking graphic novel when he got me.
The Darkness?
Yeah.
Was it the dude with the long hair?
Graphic novel.
I haven't heard of this one. The French?
It's some French fucking like nihilist story.
Oh, Nihilist. Oh yeah, some of those can be good.
They're like little tiny forest fairy tale creatures like dying throughout the book. They're like inhabiting like a dead fucking 6-year-old's body.
What the fuck?
Wow.
That's pretty out there. Yeah, that's pretty out there, you know.
That's like some Stormcrow levels of stuff right there.
Yeah, like the main fucking character just randomly gouges the eyes out of a mouse for not really any reason.
Oh. So these are like the evil type of forest creatures.
No, they're kind of supposed to be like just your, like, you know, supposed to be innocent kid like creatures. They're just getting brutally murdered. That's stupid shit.
That's interesting.
Like one of them gets up in like a bird's nest and he's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna have the bird feed me and shit." And the bird like fucking puts it down his throat and shit and rips his jaw off.
Ugh.
It's like, all right.
That's weird. What's the plot?
The plot. There's kind of a plot. I don't know. They're kind of starving. They die in kind of funny ways. There's like a main antagonist chick who's like fucks with the main character.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of just keeps going. It ends with the main character like locking up the antagonist, the last little asshole antagonist group, and they get lit on fire.
Now
and she's like all in love with this random human dude that she's hiding in this building.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That's how it ends.
I'm in love now after killing all these creatures.
Well, I mean,
the
the ones she killed deserved it. They were like really awful.
The jerks.
They like buried someone alive.
Yeah. That's inappropriate.
If it was the movie, then as the ending credits roll, the song they'd play is Sarah Evans' "She's in Love with the Boy."
Okay, let me pull up Discord. I remember sending Otter some of the pages so I can pull one up.
Righteous. This is, yeah, it sounds weird. Very interesting song. The vocals here, it's like,
Yeah, same video game, Expedition 33. It won all the fucking awards.
yeah, I heard that was the one.
Yeah, I'm thinking of picking it up, but it's just not all there for the Steam Deck yet. I'm just holding off a little bit.
You might just wait until you get a Steam.
Yeah. I'll pick it up sometime during the year, I figure.
Yeah. Is this the comic book?
Yeah.
Oh, is this the one I sent you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is the bird sequence.
And she just randomly gouges them out.
It's pretty hardcore. It looks like a kid's story, but there's some hardcore moments in there.
By the way, didn't even ruin her party. She just like brought a bunch of animals and they all freaked out and ran off with the food and ran off with the
Well, I mean, you know.
And then like these little evil assholes are like, yeah, come fuck up the mouse. It's the mouse's fault. And she just gouges his eyes out, kills him. I'm like, okay. By the way, you never figure out what happens to the rest of this one's like she's like eating maggots and shit in the story, this fat one.
That's very interesting tastes.
Oh yeah, here's the main antagonist chick. They bury the one chick and then leave the baby there. Yeah, this is what Frederic brought that day.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was. I was like, it was the only. I went shopping for an English translated book from Europe, and I went to the store and that was the only one they had. So I was like, oh fuck it, I'll take that.
Hello, world.
It's not that bad. It's good. It's good art.
Yeah. It's a wicked story, though. Like, whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty hardcore. What about you, James? Do you have your book cam?
Yeah,
set
but
up?
you don't even get to see her light them. They don't like the main antagonist group. You don't even get to see them lit on fire. You're just like, I don't know. She locked them in there, like underneath the oven.
They in the oven.
I'm actually kind of surprised the series didn't draw showing them getting melted.
Just sounds like a thing they do.
Yeah.
That is pretty wicked, yeah. Creepy. That shit creeps me out.
And like I said, the series ends because she ends up like taking in a cabin with like an actual normal human dude. And then she's like in the middle of the night sneaking in there to cut a piece of his hair to smell.
A lot of girls do that.
Yeah.
That's a chick thing, I guess.
I guess. I don't know. I just know it ends with her going, oh, yes, my love. Like, what?
Like, I choose you, human.
It's just a random dude.
So
Also,
that-
you have no clue how that fucking girl died, by the way.
No, that's left a mystery, right?
You read that one, Frederick?
You're given like a random.
I read the
flashback where she's
first.
alive, and then that one where that one chick woke up, the fat one in her eye.
I read like a quarter of it or a third on that plane on my way there. I didn't have time to read the whole book.
Yeah, you get like no explanation of how she died.
Ah, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I guess it's just one of those weird dark tales.
I mean, all fairy tales used to be dark before Disney got his hands on them.
I know, but they used to be like, fables. Warnings of particular things.
Yeah, it's like kids don't go out and take candy from strangers or you're going to die atrociously.
Yeah. Got my
Yep.
dog.
Fear kept those children safe.
Yeah. The ultimate English fear. And now look at us. Retarded people.
Now look at us. We're bitching about removing a communist dictator while the people are celebrating it and saying it's a tragedy.
Yeah. Well, yes, my mom's got CNN on the other channel here.
We removed another communist dictator in Minnesota as well. Did you see that kid, that virgin Mormon kid, got rid of Tampon Tim?
I saw the video, yeah. Destroyed him.
Tim Waltz gave his resignation after a 26-year-old Mormon virgin kid went and knocked on the doors of all the basically child daycare centers in Minnesota, which were all scams run by Somalians.
Yeah,
They say that 92% of the people arrested for the scams were all Somalian.
of course. If it was a phone scam, they'd be Indian.
And leftists still wonder why no one likes immigrants right now in America at all.
Even black people don't like immigrants. It's like it's not a skin color thing either.
Well, it's the ones who refuse to assimilate and the illegals and these ghettos they create.
Yeah, they also vote as a bloc, and they vote for the people who are going to let them scam money out of the government. That's how this whole Somalian thing happened in Minnesota. The Democrats were basically, yeah, if you all vote as a bloc for the Democrats, we'll let you run away with $9 billion.
As one does.
Did they ever give did he ever give a reason why he was dropping out?
Yes, it's to not distract from the election because of the turmoil he's in, because he's been so he's basically he's going to be under trial for these scams, in other words.
Yeah.
And so
Oh, we actually gonna fucking put charges at him?
oh yeah, the dude, he's fucked. He's fucked.
Yeah, he's going down, and of course the Democrats are going to cry all the way, as they do.
He's going to need a lot of tampons, I'll tell you that.
Tampon. Timbo. Timbo slice.
Now they've people in other states now are looking into Somalian daycare centers, and these scams are all over the place. It's not just in Minnesota.
It's not
So,
just Italians either. A lot of
This
these,
is catching
a lot
on.
of these, like I said, ghetto communities, they all sort of have their preferred scam.
Don't you miss the days when it was just your auto insurance is running out, or whatever, or what was it? Your not insurance, the warranty, your automotive warranty. That's what it was.
Yeah, that was the Indians. And then the Russians are usually more about healthcare scams. And then the white people are all about that hardcore drug scams. Now my little dog's getting frisky. But Frederic,
Yes, sir.
my camera is
Oh, there it is. I was thinking about that.
good.
Let's
Yes.
Lonesome Days, Savage Nights.
Volume 1. This cover may look familiar to some of you. That is because I actually was gifted Volume 2, which I have yet to crack open and really check out because
So
I
this is
wanted to read
TKO.
TKO Comics. Indeed, I wanted to read Volume 1 first. TKO Comics is a roughly new organization. They sort of produce, or they had produced, because they haven't actually produced a comic line in about 3 years, but they used to produce in waves, producing maybe 5 different comic book lines at once, and they would produce all the floppies at once. I believe they were like a 5-issue run, and they would also produce the illustrated novels, as you're seeing before me right here. And I picked this one up because, as I said before, I was gifted this, and I wanted to crack this open first to see what the story was about. I always want to start getting But yes, the artwork is actually very beautiful. Let's crack it open, and the first pages will show you everybody that worked on these bad boys right here. This was a story by Sylvester Simone, and Sylvester Simone and Steve Niles written this, and that's what I'm going to criticize the most. And then we also got our artists, whom I can't pronounce, Samar Silalalama.
Zeman Kuransky, something like that. Is this Russian or what?
I don't know, but there's his name. Then we got Thomas Mueller, and Sebastian Greniers. Maybe it is more of a Russian production. And then some other names I can't pronounce, and Jeff Powell right there, the people who worked on this.
Thank
Turning
God for Jeff Powell, we can pronounce his name.
Exactly. Turning to the first pages. This is the opening. Let's actually go straight to a money shot, which is around the other side. I always appreciate it when they get straight to the money shots fairly quickly. And then the money shots are actually quite beautiful. It goes ahead and it showcases a lot of the stuff I love about this. You have this bloodied frame. You see atop this transformation of a human being becoming a werewolf. This is our titular character, who is a private investigator who can transform into a werewolf. And I like these bloodied frames. You'll see them throughout, and it gives this darkened aura that really, it just punctuates the dreary vibe of the comic book with its very minimalist color scheme as well, which I think is done quite well.
Nice.
It comes across as very visceral.
It is. Minor complaints right here may be a little difficult to see, but this is the transformation. This is his mouth. You see a jaw here, and then it goes to here, which I believe these are fangs, but up here in the corner, it's got this roundest portion that makes me think that's where the mouth sort of ends, and this gives more of a, almost like a walrus-like large fang feel to it. I wasn't sure what it was at first. So the fangs, a little bit off there, but for the most part, I absolutely love the color scheme of this.
Yeah, it's a black and white with gray tones and red highlights. Well, it's more than highlights, it's red.
And some purples, magentas. Really, it sticks to the dark vibes, and I absolutely love that. And it's shown throughout every single page. Right here, we actually have a flashback scene, which I'm going to talk about in a moment, actually right now, because this is actually
it's well done though. It looks like a flashback scene.
It looks like a flashback scene. The faces are well done. The eyes are absolutely excellent, and that actually punctuates the drama that happens later on throughout the story. All the artwork is pretty top notch. I'll give it probably like a 9 out of 10 on the artwork. There's some small portion issues, like let me go back to our werewolf here. His hands seem just a bit thick on the fingers, and they seem a bit unproportional to each other. And his head's also kind of on the lower end here, and he has this hoodie that almost gives off this vibe that this is closer to where his neck area would be, and his head almost seems detached from his body slightly. But like besides that, like I haven't ran into anything that's really taken me out of the comic. So to me, it's about like a 9, 8-ish out of 10, around there. Because all the artwork, I look at it and it says, okay, that's excellently done. All of the craftsmanship's clearly gone into it. They used the limitations of the color palette to a great extent, and that style, because we also got these red lines here, and from time to time, maybe it's harder to see, but there's these little blotches of blood, like on his shoulder here, to keep that grim vibe going, and I really enjoy that. And the issues for me start to come into the story aspect. I'm a short story writer. I like good stories. It feels like there's just a lot lacking in this first issue. I've read the entire first issue, and it really did not want to read the second one after that, because there was just so much that compiled. And for instance, this is a great opening shot here. But the scene as a whole, this is how he becomes a werewolf. We know that. It happens essentially on the next page right here. And so all of this exists right here to basically say, I was a cop, then I got attacked by a werewolf, and then nobody believed me, essentially. This is actually the official attack, which... Let's show this off real quick because it shows off more of the absolutely excellent work and what I
it's pretty
talk
violent.
about contrast.
A lot of action.
Right here, I love the way that these wounds look on him. Very visceral, and it has this great contrast to it. And he does get I believe he may have gotten a shot off the werewolf. There's some blood here. I love the way that they use blood in here. It really reminds me a lot of Sin City.
Yeah.
Just a tad bit more color, but not too much. And the way they use it is freaking great. And this werewolf here, I love this werewolf right here. I'd put a poster of this werewolf on my wall because it's just well freaking done.
Well, it's very close to Deathblow. I don't know if you're familiar with Jim Lee's Deathblow.
It sounds familiar, but I'm not
Yeah.
bringing up an image in my head.
It's I'll bring it up in a second or two, but it's very black and white like Sin City, but a lot of grays. So it's colored in with grays like this one is.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have a couple of red blood highlights. I'll bring it out after you're done with.
I also
presenting this
like
one.
the minimal use of dialogue here. I was reading another comic, had shit tons of dialogue everywhere. But all of this is to set up this attack here, which we just looked at, which is fine. The problem is all of this only takes place because in this visceral comic, you see the color scheme, you see how dark and dreary it is, and how it's trying to bring you into this miserable world.
It's like noir almost.
Yes, he ended up here. All of this dialogue here in this beautiful art is him stopping with his partner to get tacos, and he has to take a piss. So he goes into an alley and he gets attacked by a werewolf while he's in an alley. Okay, I have no problem with him being in an alley. He's a cop. There's a multitude of ways you can get a cop into an alley, but this is cliche. This, like, you laughed at it. How do you think I felt when I read it? He has to take a piss. He's a cop. He's in uniform. If he's in a uniform, make him chase down a guy. All right. I don't want to see him talking about eating with his partner. I want him to be chasing down somebody into a back alley. A reason for, he's wearing the badge. Show stuff like that. Instead, he's taking a piss and he gets attacked.
I thought that's the part where you get struck by lightning while being bit by a cobra.
Basically, right? That's Kung Fury.
Radioactive, yeah.
Exactly. And the reason why I bring that up story-wise, I'm going off to this page about bad dialogue, which we're going to explore soon. But everything that I showed you and that you just saw, a majority of it, because of its absolute sort of lack of consequence exterior to him being a werewolf, instead of that being, a riveting tale of something magnificent, he made this piece of dialogue, this single bubble, makes everything we just read and seen redundant because he sums it all up right here, minus the I've been attacked by a werewolf. And this brings me to the bad dialogue of show don't tell being broken constantly. This is a great portion of it. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn off my camera because I want to read it to you so you can get a sense of what I'm talking about here. He's an ex-cop. This guy he knew from the force shows up, and this is essentially the quick conversation they have. What brings you to my novel hotel? Pretty simple. I need your help. With what? The 3rd Street Devils. 2 years ago, they were just some average gang, but they expanded. Recently, a recent tip-off allowed me to bust a few of them. The product they were moving, the guns they're packing, it's all state-of-the-art. I think they have a backer, and I need to find out who it is before we have a goddamn arms race on our hands. What's that got to do with me? I'm a private detective. I don't do gangs. It's your neighborhood. You should care. Can't you get the department to give you the support you need? That's the thing. The department isn't backing me. Some bullshit about budget. Truth is, they just don't care, so I'm coming to you. I just don't see how I can help. There's a lot you can do. You're a good guy. I got a good thing here. Made $1,000 today taking a few pictures. Why would I risk my ask for free? Because you'd be doing some real good for once. Don't guilt me, Ray. Ain't gonna work Force threw me to the wolves first time I needed help. Wasn't for Audrey, I wouldn't even be here. All right. I'm going to stop there. We open up the camera again. That entire exchange is from the very top here to about right here. If you're listening closely, you'd probably just hear a shit ton of exposition. And that's what I felt like when I was reading this, is just exposition, exposition, exposition. It ends with him mentioning a woman named Audrey, which at this point we heard mentioned twice before within a 5-page span. And he says Audrey without ever being prompted or her mentioned in the entire conversation prior to this. And we're given this huge exposition right off the back when I believe this portion, this is where he talks about the gang and what the gang is up to, is just completely blurted out in this single panel, when I think this could actually provide an excellent opportunity for back and forth between characters. Instead, what we get is nothing but exposition delivered to us. And at this point, it was jarring to want to continue because everybody isn't talking to each other. They're all talking to us. And then the next page is when we get our first scene of Audrey. And is it a lovely conversation? Is it oh, here's this woman that's changed my life that I mentioned twice before we never seen? No, we get 2 panels of them saying right here, oh, hey, let's meet up. Let's hang out. Okay, see you later. Love you. Hangs up. And that is the character development of Audrey.
Pretty bland, yeah. Pretty bland.
Yes. Now I can basically tell you what's going to happen after there in a dark, dreary book about a woman you hear about 3 times about your main character loving her and her being the center of his life.
Oh, she's a goner.
Yeah. It looks good. Don't get me wrong. It looks good. And this is we're only spoiling the first issue, so we are going to take a look at some money shots of her getting taken out because it's cliche story. You see that one coming from a mile away, but these portions right here, freaking awesome. I love this one right here with the red background.
Yeah.
And then the unloading on the crowd here, because of course she was taken out by a gang on the street, and it's the gang that our main character refused to go after, of course. And we get the dark, dreary bodies in the streets. Him holding his woman, talking about how much he meant. Because, that's all we know about her.
Is that Audrey?
That's Audrey. They took out Audrey.
It was.
Yeah. Now, talking about faces, I said how great the artwork was on the faces, and it really shines right here. Because you really have, if you're going to get that close-up of a character and, expressing that his loved one's dead right there in his hands, you need to bring it. And that's where they brought it, was with the art all the way through. But the writing really kept me from wanting to go forward, because as soon as I heard about the Audrey character one too many times, I knew what was in store for us. And the bits of dialogue that were there in the dialogue exchanges here were just really on the nose. I felt like the character from Spaceballs was coming out of every panel looking at me and saying, "You got that? You get that? Huh? You understand? Okay. Let's continue. We only got so much pages." So the book looks nice. I'll probably finish up the story eventually, but I want something that's going to engraft me with characters and plot points that are going to surprise me. And this one just let me down, unfortunately so, in that regard. It felt cliche. It had a really terrible backstory. I got turned into a werewolf while taking a piss. It just feels like it fails the art, like.
So now you can really hike a leg.
There you go. Yeah. So this is my quick, I guess what we would call review for the first issue of Lonesome Days, Savage Nights, Volume 1. And I have many more comics in the mail, which hopefully will be here tomorrow. They're about 3 hours away from me location wise. So fingers crossed. And maybe by next week, we'll have another review for a first issue.
Nice.
Yes.
Because the art looks great. Like the art is.
Yeah, it's fantastic. The art's
I don't know if I'd score it as high as you did, like with a 9.
Yeah.
But
Well, I
it's
mean, for the
definitely-
style it's trying to pull off.
Yeah, it's definitely. Oh, hold on, let me get Death Blow so I can show
Yeah.
you and compare. I'll be right back.
He's getting the death blow.
Here I am.
Do you
This-
think? Do you have hopes of the writing improving on the next issue?
Oh, you only one way to find out, really. You got to dig into it.
So this is one of my favorite books, stylistically speaking, and it's a mix of two artists. Like Jim Lee's the one that started it, and I think he's the one that really gets it. And his art is really good. And the other artist who came in as a filler and took over the series is not on the same level. But you can see here, like in the background, it's very SimCity, right? So it's just black and white, and then the foreground, it's black and white with touches of gray, a lot of beautifully rendered grays.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got just the red on his makeup, like on his superhero makeup there. And they've got a little bit of tints of brown here in the grays. So there's very small touches of color. But everything is, you could tell he was like doing a SimCity like trip. But since it's Jim Lee, it's highly detailed. And just these small touches of color. Like look, the tiniest glimmer of green, both in the lighting on the boat, and then in the explosion. So it's very well balanced.
It looks nice.
Yeah, he's like arguably the best comic book artist in America.
Detail.
So he did X-Men, he did Wildcats. Like he's doing Batman right now. So, and I think this is his peak, like, artistically.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of open white, very. You could tell he was like looking at Sin City while he was doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Except you got the highly strident muscles. Is that the word? Like overdone folds in the clothing.
Yeah.
Everything is like amped up to 11.
A lot of detail.
Yeah. And you got a little bit more color here. I'm not sure about these pages. This is the other guy. This is not the same artist.
Okay.
Quality drops incredibly.
Yeah.
And that's I very dislike that.
Actually, I do have a question for you regarding comics.
Yeah, go ahead.
How do you feel about the practice that some indie publishers do, apparently, which I didn't like as a shopper, where they will publish a 5-series run, but they will only publish physically a first issue and a graphic novel, volume 1 for you?
Yeah, you mentioned that on the other show.
Yeah.
I've never seen that. That's surprising. I mean, because now we're seeing more. Some artists are going straight to the full graphic novel. Like they're just going to draw the whole story. And I guess it's a way to test out the market. You're creating the first issue, putting it out there, seeing, okay, before I commit to a full graphic novel, let me test the waters. Okay, people are liking it. Let's get the whole thing done. But again, if you're doing one chapter, why not do all? I would do all like various chapters and then do, the graphic novel, which combines it all.
Yeah.
Why would you just do one floppy? I don't know. It beats me, to be honest. Like, I'm not sure why they do
Their
that.
whole shtick was that the 2 issues that sell the most is the graphic novel and the first issue. So they publish the first issue, skip the rest, go straight to the graphic novel.
Well, maybe they know what they're talking about business wise.
Yeah. I got some interesting titles in the mail. 5 of them. Got them for about $4.99 each. Which isn't too bad in today's market, being what the price of everything else is, though.
$4.99. No, that's a good price. I mean, that's in US because the comics I'm getting, and I hardly buy any new comics at the comic book shop, but they're like they're about that price or more, like $7, $8.
Yeah.
And that's just ordinary floppies that used to be 10 cents in like the 1950s.
Exactly. It's hard out there, man. It's hard out there being a collector. Speaking of collection, give me a quick sec.
I mean, some things are easy to collect, like going back to everything I loved in the 90s is super easy to collect because it's basically the same price.
Yeah.
It's barely gone up in like inflation wise.
This is the one that came in the mail.
Ooh, yeah, that's the book you're like getting on corner of the market on.
I basically have been. I'm pretty sure I'm the only buyer recently because all of them been not on sale but available for purchase.
So do you know what the total print run on those,
like the exact amount they printed is 1,000 exactly.
And has there been more than one edition or just the one?
I'm sure there have probably been other editions, but of this one exactly, there's only 1,000.
Because we're looking at 2 editions right now, or just one damaged one.
This one has the book, the dust cover on it.
Oh,
the dust cover.
Oh, it's the same thing. One has the dust cover, one does not. Gotcha.
It's the big one, yeah. There are only 3 other copies of this book currently available for purchase.
Are you going to snag them up, or you're waiting for the price to drop?
I'm going to snag up 2 of them. The third one's going to be hard because it's part of a collection, and the collection is not cheap.
Oh, you got to buy a bunch of books.
Yeah, it's Art Oboler, the author and radio play dramatist. They have an entire collection of about 5 different works of his, all signed by Arch himself, including a copy of one of these bad boys, but it's sold as a whole collection. So that would run me about $850.
Whoa, okay, that's not cheap.
Not cheap at all.
How much are these solo books going for? So
depends on the quality. If they have the dust jacket, they're worth more. If they have the dust jacket and they're signed, they're worth a lot more. There's only one of those currently available, and it is for about $165. There is one without the dust jacket, unsigned. Those will go for about $40 to $50.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a mix. It's a mix, but that's sort of my collection right now. I'd love to get my hands on all of them.
What's the end game when you get all of them?
I guess I just celebrate. I enjoy them. I mean, I do enjoy these books when they come in. I spend like a good half hour going through them individually.
I love that, dude. I think it's a strange obsession, but I really love strange obsessions of that. Especially the book kind.
Exactly. Plus, like I have a reference for them. There's I like the way they feel when I crack them open. Sometimes they like my newest book, when I cracked it open, you can tell it hadn't really been open for a while. The interior pages are pristine. And then the flap, it was giving some stress because it hadn't been open for a while. See, this one's signed right here. It's a woman named Elsa.
Oh.
Yes. And the interior is nice on this one. It is 3 radio plays. Each of them have this lovely interior right here.
And how's your radio play coming along? Are you still working on that?
Yes, I'm going to be working on the 4th draft on the 15th of this month. Right now, I handed it to some people to give some feedback, and
okay,
the 15th, I'm going to take all the feedback that's come in, and I'm just going to, continue. to write it. It's coming along nicely. I finished the first 3 drafts, and people have liked what I got so far. I'm a little worried because there hasn't been too much heavy criticism. Most of it's like, oh, I like it, but maybe this is here or this there. I kind of like heavy criticism. Helps really shape up a play. But I've been having a lot of fun writing it. It's been providing different challenges compared to prose writing, but it has a lot of the similar elements that they lend towards each other.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah. It is a different format, different form of writing. For
I
different.
did some crazy spending right before the stream too. Like do you remember the book that was recommended yesterday by Charlie by Saboteur Comics? So it was an artist edition, right? These are full blown, like 11 by 17. Like basically, it's a book with original art reproduced, and it's the same size as the original art. So they're huge books.
Oh wow! Okay.
So I just shelled out $200 to buy it, but it's 200 Canadian, so it's like 150, right?
That's still,
But it's Kevin Nolan's. He's known for his inking, but he's also an incredible draftsman, incredible artist. And I just went and watched a couple of it. Like I listened to his recommendation yesterday and was like, okay, you have my attention.
Yeah.
And then I did a bunch of like going through book reviews on YouTube, and I was like, okay, this is too good. This is really good. The guy's a master inker. Because I don't just buy stuff for pleasure. I have to kind of like justify that kind of spending. $200 is a bit much. And I was like, okay, this is going to help me. This is going to help me with my second book. This is going to help me with the inking. And it's going to be a good reference and learning material. So I'm like, okay, it's justified. Let's go. Oh, this is the new Flip City.
Yeah, well, not the new one. This is one of the older issues, but one that I caught my eye. I decided to pick up.
Oh, okay.
Flip City magazine. It's very reminiscent of the old ones. Plenty of comics in the interior for Flip Cities. I haven't read through it completely, hence why I haven't really did an interior review here. But I really like what I've been seeing here. This one was around the time the Joker movie was in theaters.
Yeah, the art's good.
Yeah, I'm sure there are multiple artists on it. They got a lot of art in here, which is what I love.
This is good quality stuff. I wish it would take off more. Like
They got a lot of issues.
It's amazing the talent that's out there and that's just not taken off like it used to in the 80s, man. It's like,
I mean, the market's heavily saturated, and
it's
it's crazy. Like, to take off is difficult today because you can carve up yourself an audience of a couple hundred and be all right,
mm-hmm.
A couple thousand, you're gonna be okay. But yeah, I hear you. There's a lot of artists out there who could, who are deserving of the praise and the larger crowds, if you will. Flip City Mag.
Chrissy, great guest as well. We had her on a couple of times on the show.
Mm-hmm.
I was on her show as well a couple of times.
Get some articles for y'all. Meme world, a bunch of fucking random memes.
Love that shit.
Plenty of comics, which is what I love.
This is like Mad Magazine with better paper.
Yes, the paper's actually really nice. It's a quality magazine paper you get. And I love how every page is just jam-packed with different images. A lot of pop art there. And of course, this isn't like a super thin mag either. It's got some pages. We're on page 51. So, Flip City Mag. Affordable, too. I think these are like $10.
Yeah.
Look, this one actually got some of our friends.
You got advertising of A Drink with Crazy. That's fucking insane, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Who would have thought you would flip
Comic
through
Shop
it?
Wednesdays.
Right? Who'd think you would scroll through and see fucking Royce in a magazine, man? This is fun. Strange world we're living in, man.
Turn
This
out
is a
the light.
strange world.
There you go. Get a little less of that glare off of the mag there.
Did you see that, Billy? Is Billy sleeping?
You're live, Bill. That's right. I'll catch it on the replay. He ends with some extra comics. That's nice. And a little puzzle, word puzzle at the bottom.
Dude, there's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of
Yeah.
wealth.
There's a wealth of content here. I mean,
Yeah.
in the modern era, you don't get like this much jam packed together anymore. It would all be segregated somewhere. So, Flip Cities, you can get a lot of back issues for cheap. Get a lot of new issues for just a tad bit more, but still rather cheap for this economical situation we're in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to definitely pick up a few more of these. If not this month, towards the end of the month. At the beginning of next month, I can get at least 2.
I mean, hopefully the economy will, like, if the economy picks up,
It will. We just.
I think so too, dude. I think
Raises
Trump
others.
is making a lot of good moves.
Yeah.
And when people start getting like bigger, like more expendable wealth,
Uh-huh.
a lot of these projects are gonna just pick up naturally. Like the tide's gonna lift all boats, kind of a thing.
Yes. Gas is going to get cheaper now. We going to get the oil fields back because people forget we had legitimate deals brokered for the Venezuelan oils, and then they were essentially stolen from us, breaking the deals, and then also removing a lot of the wealth that went to the individual Venezuelans, and it all kind of went towards the
Cubans, apparently.
a lot of them, yeah, towards the oligarchs.
Maduro was like surrounded by Cubans. All his bodyguards were Cuban. Because the guy, he's not acting alone. Like, he's part of a network of deep state operatives. So that's going to be the interesting part. Is they've captured him, so now he's going to talk.
Right?
They're going to get to find out what the network is.
Yeah, the little socialist network there connecting China and Russia.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, dude. So that's what the
And
world
he said
is.
Cuba is going to be next. Mexico was under a cartel power.
Cuba, I can't wait for. Mexico, it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, and I think you mentioned Colombia as well.
Colombia, yeah, where my ex-girlfriend comes from, so that's gonna feel good.
You think Trump is going to capture your ex-girlfriend?
No, but just knowing that Cuba's gonna get it's good enough for me.
Yeah.
I want him to take Madagascar so we can get all those talking lemurs.
That's funny.
I want him
And the
to come.
penguins. We want the penguins.
I want him to come for Canada. That's what I want.
I mean, that would be part. A lot of people are excited about that, but we'll see.
Yeah. It seems like things are starting up. Like, I don't think this is a one-off. I think this is going to be like a series. It's not just going to be like one floppy and then the graphic novel. I think we're going to get a lot of floppies from this operation.
Operation Floppy.
Yeah, here's an old book I haven't pulled out in a while. The collection of pulp horror, the collected pulp horror, which has
horror.
yes, it has articles, breakdowns of sort of horror chronologies and stories, reviews of old school horrors that were released in the pulp era.
The cover art's is fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They talk heavily about the cover arts in this one. Like, they show off a ton of cover art as well. Almost every page has a piece of art there. They got reviews, like I said. They're breaking down the people, little bios of the people behind them, some information on the various pieces they're showing off. It's a really nifty book, and it goes into some of the darker stuff too. You get a lot here. this is almost like an encyclopedia of horror in a sense. Only the Alley, talking about different series here, showing off a lot of that very precious cover art there, which some of them I ended up collecting primarily for the cover art.
I mean, the cover sells, man. Covers sell.
Yeah, covers will always sell an issue, man. Look at that one.
Same thing with comics and
all this information on different titles, most of which have been forgotten through time.
I mean, people consume it a little bit differently now, but like it used to be that you'd see these in shelves in stores. So you'd spot the cover and then you walk towards it and you pick it up and then you have a read of it. So the cover got you there. Then the back of the book would maybe sell you into the story.
Yeah, exactly. The story had to be good to bring you back.
Oh yeah, if you picked it up and bought it and read it, then the author's reputation was made off of whether or not the book was good.
Exactly. I have a lot of really great books here. Many magnificent titles. This is actually the other TKO book that I purchased because I mentioned it before. I don't think I've mentioned it today, but when I purchased...
Oh, this looks like an indie / underground comic style.
Kind of, yeah. This one that I purchased, they currently have a sale going on their website. This one was $16.99. I think it came up to like $20 in total. But I got one free book.
This is the one
I picked. Yes, I just saw the photo. Said, all right, screw it, let's go for it. Because I was, flipping through, seeing what was currently available. What they had.
Did you read this one yet?
Not yet. This is a prose literature. This is actually from their. Yes, this is from their illustrative novels works that they produce.
Right.
Yes. And I was actually, expecting, like I said, a bit more illustrations. We already went.
Yeah, went through a whole chapter, and there's not an illustration yet.
Not an illustration. Yeah, I kind of see one coming up. I see the shade of an illustration. Where are you, dear illustration?
A wet T-shirt imprint of an illustration.
Right? I thought I did, anyways.
They make you hallucinate the illustrations. That's the marketing tactic.
Yeah. Okay, see, I'm seeing a few as I'm flipping through them.
If we mention the illustrations in the marketing enough, you'll hallucinate them when you pick up the book.
At the same time, though, usually the illustrations in books like these are pretty legit.
Nice. Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. A lot of great line work. Looks like a fat chick. That's fine. Stories have fat chicks in them. Fig.
Might lose a point. We got bat sauce in the chat. Yo.
My ride is here.
This is an interesting one.
Welcome, bat sauce. Nice to see you. Billy would welcome you, but I think he's taking a nap.
Nah, I just took a big old shit for your sandwich.
You better have $1 million to go with it.
Nah, that's what's his name? He has $1 million.
That's Matthew. Matthew.
Matt.
Show me the money, Matthew. You were saying, James?
Nothing too important. Flipping through here, seeing if you can find a cool image. Because, this is proof of comics.
That's right. And TKO, you said they hadn't produced a comic in like 3 years, something like that?
Yes, about 3 years' time. Here's
okay.
a pretty decent one. Take a look at that.
It's all right, but the dynamism is not really there. Like it seems like he's about to jab you with a knife, but his expression is pretty tame.
Yeah, it is a little bit of a conflict between motion and face.
Yeah, it looks like someone taking the position as a reference for the artist, but he's not actually trying to stab the artist.
Maybe with the context it would make more sense, like some kind of psychopath where it might even say he looked unusually calm for what he was about to do or something. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll see. I'll take a look at it later on.
Yeah. What's up, Don? Draw stuff.
Oh, we got Dawn. How you doing, Dawn? I'd watch your show more often, but where like the Commandos are on at the same time. I'm maybe gonna catch the one Saturday because next Commando show is gonna be on a Sunday.
Yeah. So Commandos.
Well, Patrick's gonna be off for a couple of months.
Oh,
So
is
it's-
he?
he's-
Going to
yeah,
Russia? Report back in the regular?
he's actually going under the knife.
Oh, okay. In Russia?
Well, it's probably cheaper there, right?
You'd think
So he's going to be like recovering for a month or so.
Yeah.
It's just going to be me and Carbon.
Righteous. Should be interesting. I have to tune in a tad bit more.
Yeah.
Yes, sirs. Land of books over here. Got a lot more underneath here. That's on top of like a fabric container here that I'm using as a presenter.
As a table. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of the other stuff is.
That's cool stuff, man.
Yes.
I can't wait to get more. Like I've got a bunch of comics I backed last year. I'm looking forward to getting them all, hopefully this year.
It'd be nice, right? Get some in the mail. It's always fun to get a comic you backed. You're like, oh, here it is.
That's
sort of
us.
remember.
Says, I support Patrice's choice for the surgery.
Yeah. Come on.
I see what you did there, Bad Sauce.
Yeah. Just getting a surgery to become a man. Yes, I got a few containers. Every couple months, I have to buy new containers for my books.
Wow, that's so. Are you gonna have to like rent out rooms, or do you have to get a bigger house, or what?
No, there's enough. There's enough. I'm always interested in what new sort of products or existing products may currently be available for storing literature, and often most of them are dual use for both literature as well as other paper documents.
Yeah, it's the same conditions.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah,
I got
I'm
this
not a
nice.
huge collector.
Of course not.
There's one I get stuff for reference, for art reference. That's my main and almost only reason. But I did get the whole Mark Silvestri Wolverine run. That one, I was crazy enough about it to quote unquote collect it, right? Get all of them.
I need to get a good storage because I committed comic book sin, and I just have this drawer stuffed with comic books, individual issues, many of them without plastic.
Yeah, if they're, I lost that whole. I mean, you're living in the desert, so it's not as bad. But I lost like
true.
a lot of like a big portion of my collection to water damage back in the day.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Moisture, I'd imagine.
So the water got in. All my books were bagged and boarded, but some of the bags had like just a dot-sized hole, like a pinprick hole in the corners. So the plastic bags, they're not all perfectly right. Some of the corners are just like have a pin-sized hole in the corner, so the water would go in there. And yeah, it got water damage. Like one of my highest worth books is an Amazing Spider-Man, I think 361, the first appearance of Carnage. I had 2 copies.
Oh,
One got water damage and the other is fine. So I got one of the, at
survived.
least one of the, and it's almost good that one got water damage because I'm like, okay, that's my reader's copy.
I remember reading that one where Parker was going around investigating, thinking Venom had returned. And then after he found some of the bodies, he's walking. He's got this long face. He's like, I'm starting to miss Venom after this.
Yeah. Oh, we got Saboteur in the house. How you doing, Charlie?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Sorry I'm
Very
late.
good.
What's up, man?
You cost
Hey.
me a lot of money today, Charlie.
Why? What happened?
I went and bought Kevin Nolan's
No, you
novel.
didn't, dude.
Yes,
Seriously?
I did. There was one copy left. I did my research as well. Like I watched at least 2 YouTube reviews that went through the book. And I was like, okay, this is really good stuff. So I had to I can't buy just stuff for pleasure. I have to like justify it.
Yeah.
Hello, Rosario says,
I was joined just as well.
how you doing, man? So yeah, I went through it and I was like, okay, this is gonna help my inking. It's a lot of good references. The guy's
Oh
like
my God, yes.
one of the
You
best.
will be shocked.
And he's also like a great rendering as well. Like you were saying, the buildings look great.
Yeah.
The shadow work, and he's an inspiration from Mike Mignola.
Yeah.
When I heard somebody, I don't know if it was you or one of the videos I watched, but when I heard that, I was like, oh, okay, I'm sold. Then I saw a page of the Punisher.
I don't
One of
even
the
remember
older-
the Punisher page, and I almost pulled it back out to look at it today, but I didn't want to say anything to you because I didn't want you to be like, I'm going to spend $300 getting this damn book.
Well, it's 200, so
Yeah, still, that's quite a bit, you know.
but it's Canadian, so it's probably 150 US, something like that.
Dang, I picked mine up for like $50 at the time from
Oh, that's a-
Amazon.
Great deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I'm justifying it. It's going to be worth the.
Oh, yeah. It's an investment, man. Big time.
Yeah, I'm going to be studying it as I get started on my second issue of the comic. So I'm going to be starting work on that. I think in 2 weeks.
Okay. Yeah, dude. Once you get that, like, I need to study it too because the building work that he does is just out there.
Yeah, that was my biggest like, what's the word? I didn't feel proud of my buildings in the first issue.
I don't either. Mine.
And I was like, okay, I can do better than this. Like, I'm going to raise the standard for the second issue. I'm going to make sure the buildings I'm going to take more time to really make nice scenery and all that.
For sure. Well, let me know when you get it. I'm excited to hear your opinion.
I'm going to get it Friday. It's 2-day Amazon delivery, so
Awesome.
at least there's that.
Yeah.
So we're just watching James's recent comic pickups here.
Oh, cool.
James is collecting a lot of older indie stuff.
Oh, yeah. You guys talked about this yesterday.
Yeah, he's muted right now, but we were going through some of OTK's werewolf story that he got. He got gifted the issue number 2, and then he went and bought issue number 1. You there, James? You're muted.
Yes, Lonesome Days.
I've never seen these.
Look at. Yeah,
At the-
great artwork, questionable writing so far. What I read about on the first issue, right, the entire first issue of Volume 1. But I got to continue writing. Hopefully, it picks up, and it's always worth checking out the second volume because by the time they get to the second volume, they usually get feedback on the first one. So, fingers crossed, the second volume. We get a little bit more there, but it is a thicker volume as well, so that's actually pretty good. And they go for about the same price, which is about $16.99 on the TKO website, which is where I picked up this one. I was gifted this one from the third-party market. Somebody picked up for me. But I was showing off these right here, which are facsimiles of Weird Tales from back in the day. Which these are cheap facsimiles. I don't really consider them real facsimiles. If anybody knows, those are usually recreations of the original.
Oh yeah, we see those in comics all the time. Like they'll reprint the classic issues, but they'll make like the outline of the book like silver, so you could so collectors can distinguish them like very easily.
They do something like that, but these ones, these cheap ones, I only picked up 2.
Are these comics?
No,
these are books. Okay.
This is from Weird Tales, but what they did was sort of take a scan online and print it. So
because it's probably like copyright free.
Exactly. So that was a little shitty because I'm like, come on, guys, you could have done some real great shit. But for what it is, it's not bad. It's very it's got a very rustic flair to it. And you can read the old stories in the way that they were very much formatted.
The font's different from what we're used to seeing too, right?
Yes, the font's different. The formatting is a bit different. We still see this from time to time, but not too much these days. And I actually do really like in some of the ways that they embed like advertisements and story information, because they kind of use this format where it's kind of squared off, like everything's exactly squared down the exact same row there. And they'll kind of just stick a square right in the middle with particular information. The story.
Yeah, it feels like a magazine.
Yeah, well,
That's
they were
strange,
back in the day. So I write a few of these stories. They're hit and miss, very much hit and miss, very much what they were back in the day because they were, they were made for quick consumption and to be thrown away. And of course, today they're probably worth a couple $100 each. But these are some in my vast collection of literature. I've shown off actually a fair amount.
So how much of that do you get the time and the opportunity to read? Like,
I usually read at least some of every book that I get, and if it's really got my attention, I'll read the entire thing. This one I've read maybe a quarter because the stories are more miss on these than they are a hit.
okay.
And plus, like, because this is a scan job, the quality isn't all there. Some of the lettering is a bit off.
So it's like it's hard to read.
Yeah, like this one right here. This entire page is a little hard to see, but this is the lettering on here is actually much more pale in comparison to the other ones. It doesn't have that thickness.
So there's low effort reproduction, in other words.
Exactly. These are really cheap to get online. They've been in my collection actually for quite some time now. Have not read them all completely, but they're okay. It's a good novelty to have there on the side. Another one that fell out of my collection is one that I actually got myself when I was I think 15 years old. This is the San Diego Comic Con International handbook here.
Nice Adam Hughes cover.
Has joined us. Yeah, from 2007.
Yeah, welcome, Otter. How you doing, man?
Hello. Also, I
Yeah.
see Weird Tales, so I have to
Yes, those are my.
You were summoned.
I know. Anytime you pull out a copy of Weird Tales, I show up.
But you have a weird tale, let's be honest.
Well, I do, but that's no excuse.
Yeah. This one's Comic-Con International 2007. I went to the Comic-Con one time in 2007. This was the book they handed
Oh,
me.
I was there in 2003.
Okay.
One time.
Yeah, so you probably got one of these back in the day. It's just
I don't recall.
jam-packed with different information, artwork, some interviews,
Ads.
shit tons of ads. So
Yeah.
here's an ads for heroes.
Oh, dude, I
Oh, wow.
love the fucking first couple of seasons of that show.
Yeah, there's just some vintage stuff. In
I
there.
want to revisit it.
Great work.
It's so inspiring the way they started out, and then it went flat. Season
Yeah.
3 was the writer's strike, and it
Monkeys.
just went to hell.
If anybody remembers G4's Code Monkeys show, that
No,
one was it was a pixelated television show in the early 2000s.
is that
this-
Salad Fingers on the left?
Here,
It looks a little bit like Tim Burton's Salad Fingers, but not exactly.
That's like that guy that did Invader Zim.
Mm.
yeah, possibly. Let me take a quick closer look.
Is that like
Dave Roman.
I
guess
forgot that
maybe.
studio name. Everybody had that style from that studio at the time.
There's a lot of artwork in here. Shit ton of artwork from different artists amongst
Yeah.
the variety of ads. Some good Rocketeer shit in here, which I like. I got an issue of the Rocketeer somewhere around here.
Rocketeers, and something so romantic about the Rocketeer. I was a little bit let
it
down by
really
the
is.
movie for the lack of
What?
screen time of his costume with the rocket. I thought the screen, as a kid, I was always disappointed with the amount of screen time where you'd see the costume superhero in the movies. I felt that was always kind of they kept it for very short amounts of time in the movie.
Yeah, they got a fair amount on the Rocketeer here. This is all
Batsaw
on-
says, "Yo, Code Monkeys was awesome."
He remembers Code Monkeys. Is that one of those characters who just hump things? And then for some reason it would just fix stuff from time to time. He'd hump it into submission. There's a lot of Rocketeer here.
A bit into submission. It sounds like a bad way to.
What
That
kind of
is-
stream did I just join?
Yeah, exactly right.
That
You know what you did, Otter. You know what you got
Oh.
yourself into.
That was
Well,
But Otter, the question is, what would you do for $1 million?
oh boy.
Would you eat a sandwich?
yes, I would eat a sandwich. Give me a sandwich now.
So you'd eat a turd sandwich for $1 million? All right.
I heard a sandwich, not a turd sandwich.
Well, it's a turd sandwich.
Well, I wasn't given the full context. I'd still probably.
Well, that's Frequency's problem, not mine.
I'd still
All
probably.
right, I'll fix
why
it when
not?
in the editing phase.
You still eat a turd sandwich?
Otters have eaten worse.
You probably have.
Yeah, right.
I actually
Does
haven't.
otters originate from India?
I heard something about India, though I'm not.
Oh my
entirely-
god, the fucking
That's
queue
Gru.
is over 1,000 on her.
Love Gru.
You like Gru?
I mean, Gru was a big part of their Joe Aragonis's production, and he was a big Mad magazine artist. So you'd see a little Gru here and there once in a while in Mad.
Yeah.
Don't make him whip out the big gun.
Otter, the
I'll
DC
try not to.
is 1,229.
Wait, say that one more time.
The DCQ. This
Oh yeah.
on FF14 was over 1,000.
Oh. Whoops.
Tintin,
Yeah,
I think Tintin's going to
third
public
time.
domain next year or this year.
It already is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because in France it's 75 years.
Hmm.
In America as well, Canada, Canada, Australia, and Russia, it's like 50 years.
I've never read any of the 1010 comics. It's always something I've been meaning to get around to, though.
I like them. I think there's
They've
some
always
humor.
looked fun. I've seen
Was it like
the movie that Peter Jackson helped produce.
I heard that one's pretty
That was
good.
surprisingly
Yeah,
fun.
the Spielberg. Well, that's a part one of no part two. So we got Corey Martin. Good morning, Corey. I hope you got your coffee in hand with some
Hello,
bacon.
Corey.
Welcome to the
Corey.
show. Yeah, let's switch up the background music a little bit. And first of all, I think we're due for some Sabrina. It's about time.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Sunshine down, the countdown, set your body. Hold me tight, my love tonight. Tell me you believe. Everybody, summer.
Nice.
There we go. Blazing
Blazing
Combat.
Combat looks awesome.
Yes.
Apple Comics.
Yeah. This one was actually produced. I think this one actually came out around, was it the 70s? Maybe even a bit before that. But this was a reprint in the 90s. This particular issue goes for a couple $100 because apparently at the time it was considered a bit too anti-war or something because we were at war. And this was primarily used as like, propaganda-esque. But the artwork's actually really freaking great. And
Who's
Dude,
the artist?
it looks-
That's awesome.
Yeah, it looks great as black and white. See, that's what we were talking about yesterday. Like some artists
Yeah.
are so good at the black and white balance, you don't even need color.
exactly. They have an entire line of these that range in price from like $20 to a few hundred because this one was banned. So obviously this would be the one that gets us a tad bit more value than the others. But the interior art's very beautiful. I enjoy the black and white very much. I collect a lot of black and white, as you guys know. And it's one of the things that I really enjoy about comics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
dude,
the
that looks
variety.
great.
The variety in comics is so spectacular. See, they got pieces about actual soldiers in here and what they did in combat, things of that nature.
That's fun.
Yeah.
CIB. Also good art too. Damn.
You got
Yeah.
rounded corners on every panel.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Very, very good stuff, I take a few of these pages, blow them up, put them on my wall, and they go posters.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
I think some of them are downright beautiful.
God.
Like they're all
The
beautiful.
bottom panel is just amazing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, the foreground silhouette.
Yeah, totally. And it's perfect right where the lettering is right there.
Yeah, the
Perfect to look
caption
at.
right in the darkness. That's a good
That's a
placement.
good one.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a good one. Yeah, dude. I love placement like that. That's what it's about. You know.
Yeah.
And
I
look
guess
at
random that
the
stuff.
look at the bottom row on the right page. You got a smaller, tiny like panel that's like not as
Yeah.
high as the full space. Like it's a good use of space in there, negative space.
They mix it up a lot.
Yeah.
That's what makes comic books so great. You know, each individual panel is its own piece of art, yet together they create a whole.
Yeah, breaking the panel border there at
beautiful
the
stuff.
bottom. Yeah.
Mhm,
Yep.
Yeah.
This was
So-
propaganda. This was produced for propaganda. You get
What does
this-
the ad say? Sorry,
Sorry.
Charlie. The T-shirt that says it all. I see. Sorry, Charlie.
exclusive offer?
I know over the holidays, I've been reading quite a few of the older issues of Heavy Metal magazine. Those have been fun.
They
yeah.
also have some great art in there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go
They
through
really
those.
do.
Yeah.
Oh, we got
um,
Rex in the chat. How you doing, sir? Well, hello.
heavy
A
metals.
flyer.
Yeah, not all of the stories are amazing, but there's a few that get really good. They hit
Plus-
surprisingly hard.
Yeah, there
Lot
was a
of the-
lot of creativity. Like it's a hit and miss. Some you knock it out the park, and others, well, it doesn't fly as much.
Yeah.
There's a few that are just risque and nothing else, but that's
I-
part of the charm.
Can you blame them though?
in one of the issues of 1984 magazine that I have, basically just the end. Here.
1994.
Yeah, 1994 or 1984. I think it's a 94 issue.
Yeah, they
the entire
renamed it.
story has beautiful artwork, but the entire thing is literally just a gigantic. It's a gigantic black person joke. It has a punchline at the end. You're like, oh, that's the entire point right there. Because a lot of these they were printed and written and distributed to be very, very disposable. So a lot of the stories themselves were disposable, but the artwork is what stands out for a lot of them. But I'll hunt down. I don't have any heavy metal, but I'll hunt down at least one or two of them to add to my collection.
It still gets me that whenever I read through Den, the series of Den, that was even part of the movie, but the god that the sorceress lady is trying to sacrifice is what was his name? Ulut or something like that, and it's just Cthulhu spelled backwards. They're not even trying to hide it.
That's funny. Oh, dude, that Princess Leia is looking hot.
Adam Hughes always kills it.
Yeah, right.
The classic right there, man. I remember you went into Comic-Con, they'd hand you a bag, and this was in there, weighing it down. I should go back soon.
Did any of you guys ever go to like a Wizard World or anything like that?
Yeah,
When those were around?
No, I didn't know.
Damn.
I only went to the one convention.
I barely went to any conference. I think I went to one or two here. They're like Bande Dessinée festivals. Now they're like joined with book fairs because they don't attract enough people with just the Bande Dessinée, so they have to like do a book fair / Bande Dessinée thing.
That's
Well,
cool,
that
though.
does sound nice. I would go to a Bande Dessinée book fair.
They don't even sell any Bande Dessinée. I was talking to this local store. They're like, yeah, we go there for presents, but like we don't hardly sell anything there.
Wow.
What is a Bande Dessinée?
Bande Dessinée is just French comic books.
French comic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the hardcover European kind of magazine format.
I gotcha.
James, the on the bottom row of the collected pulp horror there, second from the left, the blue guy with the green hair or whatever, kind of setting my mind on the Wildman in your current run.
A little bit, huh? Yeah, the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to get that current run turned into a comic book one of these days. I think it has comic worthy.
That
sequences.
would make an awesome that would be a great medium for that story, I think.
Yes, maybe one of these days. I'm coming up to the last 4 short stories that I need to pump out. Then the story be wrapped up for now. So that's exciting.
That sounds cool.
Yes, readers have been enjoying it so far, and editor as well, which is pretty good.
How do you find a good editor? Like, how does that work?
It can be difficult. I got my editor pretty much used within our circles.
Yeah.
But I went through a number of editors that sort of just didn't really vibe with me enough, or just like, their work wasn't really there for the price, things of that nature. Because no two editors are alike, really. Too much standards, and they can really lack in some qualities that you're looking for.
Yeah.
I just straight up lucked out with my editors. Developmental editor, James, we share that same editor. And then my copy editor, I lucked out on her too, because she not only goes through and makes sure that all the grammar and everything's correct, she also formats it for me. Because whenever I tried to get things to cooperate to format, it wasn't working. She formats it. She puts one into a code format so I could upload to Amazon for ebook. So I want to hang on to this one, Made life so much easier.
What about you, Charlie? Like your recent comic, did you like work on it solo, or were you kind of like, did you have like a?
I worked on it solo, and it's probably going to be quite a bit of problems with it, just with storytelling, I think. But
You could
yeah,
always
just
do a
all
little bit
myself.
of editing with the dialogue balloon phase. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm doing
I-
actually right now. If you can see, let me turn on my camera because I was going to share my main screen, but that little Bible that I have. Let me move my camera over so I can see what I'm talking about. But the little Bible that I created, I like really just wrote the words in like Marvel style. And when I'm to the point of where I'm editing myself right now, and so this is the Bible that I had, and then I'd go through and just write what I thought was going to happen in each panel, or like actually write it into like this.
Dude,
And
you look like a
then-
serial killer with your gloves there. That's freaking awesome. You look the part.
But then now I'm going through right now to make sure like even the tails of the balloons are kind of correct, and then where I can merge the balloons.
So is this your
Um,
finished artwork that you're working the lettering on, or?
Yeah, so this is the finished chair.
Yeah.
And then this is all the lettering. And then what I'm doing is going page by page to make sure there's like little graphics and stuff in the back of things.
Yeah.
So like
yeah.
there should be like a panel here with like the meat seller or something. I don't know.
So you're adding
But-
your dialogue digitally and then printing it out to review on paper?
Yeah. So then
Cool.
that way, if I'm reading it to myself again, then I can say, oh shit, I should break this apart because this doesn't look right,
Yeah.
together. And then, I can say, what the hell? Or if there's more dialogue that needs to happen. So yeah, that's what's happening throughout right here as I'm editing myself. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
some
wanted to
people
do it
do
all
that.
myself for the first time.
Yeah. Patrick does it himself as well. Like he doesn't work with beta readers. He doesn't work with editors. He does it solo. 'Cause,
Yeah,
I had
just wanted to try it.
Yeah, I threw the shit back and forth with Billy Bob and Lord Otter, a couple of beta readers here.
Yeah.
And they caught a lot of mistakes early on and helped improve the story a little bit. And even during the dialogue phase, I like stood back and forth a couple of times and was able to fix
Yeah.
a few late things. Got Zombie in the house. Woo! How you doing, Zombie? Welcome to the show.
I think too,
Oh.
like for me is a lot about like, does it read like I would talk or how
Yeah.
a person would naturally talk, right?
Yeah, you got to read it out loud to
Yeah.
yourself to sound it out.
Yeah, I've been. You missed it. We were doing an entire breakdown of a first issue, and I was not too happy with the dialogue. It was way
Of
too
which
much
book?
exposition. Lonesome Nights. When I showed off earlier with the werewolf, and pull it out, put it away in its container here, but it's right behind it, so no problem. This one here had way too much exposition in that first issue, way too much, and
Uh-huh.
few sequences that sort of they weren't punctual enough. Like character gets turned into a werewolf while he's taking a piss in an alleyway, and he's a cop. Yeah. That's what happened.
Okay.
There's a lot you can do, and that they kind of failed on that front. You know.
Yeah, especially when you see a character for the first time. I've been
He's pissing in the alley.
Yeah.
You've got to. You have a first impression that you're going to give your reader of a character, especially a recurring
Right.
character, and that's an opportunity. You can either rise to it or waste it. You know, depending on
Yeah.
how you
Yeah, I'm
choose to
gonna-
introduce your character.
Is going to create a fake rule for me that I'm going to use in a very subjective manner because he's pissing in an alleyway. They got some good money shots. You know, here's a pretty good money shot here.
I mean, you can make a good it can work. Like you could have a character pissing in an alleyway and it feels natural.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny too.
Yeah,
Not
it is.
just it's funny, but like the entire setup here is grim, dark, and serious. They have this flashback. That's where the fake rule comes into play. That it's very subjective. If your character is in uniform, he should be using the uniform. All right, he's a cop, and this entire setup of him being in the cop's uniform is basically just setting up why he's a private eye now, and it's because he failed at being a cop via werewolf attack. Is this entire scene of him being a cop is I'm going to go with my partner to the taco truck, and we're going to order tacos because they're the best tacos in town, even though that we ordered tacos the day before. You got to enjoy the small things. It's literally this says here, best tacos in town, enjoy the small things. None of it matters beyond this moment. All to set up of him being a cop. I got to take a piss in an alleyway here.
To be fair, that sounds like something you would write, James. You talk about tacos a lot.
Maybe,
Yeah.
but if you've
That's like
actually
a
read my
B-movie.
writing, there's not a lot of tacos in there. And very much so. But
Touche.
think about all the ways a cop can end up in an alleyway. Would this be near the top of your list?
No.
Yeah. Small things like that and bad dialogue that feels too much like exposition. It's clear that they're not talking to each other, they're talking to us. Dialogue's an
I think
art
the
form.
Yeah, I think the hardest part for me was like my character has multiple personalities, and so it became like a challenge for me to figure out how do you show this to an audience without being too I don't know, obvious or deliberate. And I did it by trying to change the fonts a little bit, and then
Oh, that works. Yeah.
so like the mother's voice would be like a really clean font style versus like the kid, and then the father's is more aggressive. So that was like a way for me to think of a way to change, like if you actually catch that or not, you know. But I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but we'll see.
All right, we'll judge it harshly on this channel in the future. But don't worry, I give a lot of praises. You know, the initial setup of this is plenty of praise on the artwork.
Yeah.
It's got
This,
good money.
you got to read between the lines, Charlie. This means we're going to back your book. So.
Yeah, well, it means we're gonna back the first one
Right. Yeah.
with
Because that's another
opportunity
challenge,
for
right?
further backing.
But see, that's why Charlie's already wanting to get started work on the second one before he pushes the first one. He wants to have one in the bank or two in the bank before he gets,
Right.
which is not a bad strategy. It's gonna be you're gonna be able to like push one out and then the other pretty quick. So that's
Yeah, if the first one's
Yeah, 'cause
good,
then-
I'll buy the second one.
I like that
it's good.
somebody's trying that strategy because we're gonna be able to see, okay, how does it work for him? How does it play out? It's gonna be interesting.
I'm a
Well,
short story writer, so I'm much more harsher on story-based criticisms, dialogue choice, pacing, things like that. I'll bring Fred along. Fred will be our
Yeah, I'm harsher on the art.
yeah, he'll be our art guy. I'm
Mhm.
very forgiving on the art front, to be honest.
I think both. I mean, both the art and the story to me, like, there's still like a lot of learning, to gather from it. And this first issue was a perfect example of that
Yeah,
for me, at least.
Yeah.
yeah, dude. When I
'Cause
was
now,
done
like,
with my
I remember how to do stuff.
'cause when you're done with your first issue, if you're like me, like at the end of the first one, you're like, yeah, I could have done this. Knowing
Yeah,
what I know now, I
mean-
could do better. So it's
Yeah.
you're making progress as you work on
Do
it.
better
So,
in the future. Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
that's why I'm excited to get started on the second one. So what's your take on getting started on the second one already, Charlie?
I actually want to start now, but like, I'm still on the first. This is the cover for the first that I'm working on now, and I'm just being like picky about I'm being really, really picky about the dialogue. It's taking more time than I needed.
Good. Do that. It's great.
Because I'm like walking back and forth, making sure it makes sense to me, and then that I'm probably the one that sees it the most, and nobody really. Yeah, it's just one of those things where you get so wrapped up in it. I think you said this too, Frederick, once that it's like you get almost tired of it, and I got tired of it, so then I stopped for about a week or two.
Yeah, I've been doing some scripts earlier before the holidays, and I had to put them aside. Like my nose was too much in it. So now I've been obsessing on a secret project that I won't reveal. But once that's done in maybe 2 weeks, I'll get back to writing, and I want to get started on Ratel 2.
Yeah.
Either Ratel 2 or my bonus book, which I call Doll Parts. It's
Mhm.
not because of the whole song, but it's actually a reference to the content of the
Not
story.
the whole song. I haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah. I did like Hole when I was younger, but it comes from a totally different place, but coincidence. But yeah, I'm looking. I don't even know if I'm going to do Ratel 2 or the bonus book.
That's
First
what I'm like debating now. Is like, do I stop for a minute to really get my head around? Because I don't know how to start issue 2 now. I kind of know how, but I'm not really sure what the motive is going to be.
Yeah, I might do both in parallel. Like I might have. I bought a nice little, a little thing to sort out my original art now. So I have like 5 places I can put original art neatly classed. So I can have like 2 sections, one for the book and the other for the other book.
You
And
can
illustrations.
start off with having your character piss in an alley.
Well, I
would actually
wasn't
use
going to
that.
do it. I wasn't going to do it, but now that you put that in my head, James,
Yeah.
I might have a whole chapter that's him pissing.
Right.
It's going to be a long piss.
Thinking of the past.
He's going to be shaking it. There's going to be a
Oh,
couple of drops, and then he's going to have another go at it,
Like the entire panel, like of a page, you have this one section cut out with a really long panel that almost looks like the spine of a book of just droplets when he's shaking.
Then he's going to be pissing, and you're going to see his reflection in the piss
Yeah.
in the puddle of piss.
All right. And it's going to
And
be
you got a little brew, like it brews. If you piss hard enough, it's like beer. You get a little bit of brew around the edges.
and it'll be called The Yellow Memoirs.
Yellow fever is what I'm calling it.
Yellow.
What was that Frank Miller book, the Yellow Bastard?
Yeah, that's a Sin City story.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's great.
What a world we live in. All these comic book ideas. I
So many.
definitely one day am gonna get into writing comic books. I feel like because right now I am working on a radio play, as many of you know, and I've really been cutting my teeth on this radio play, and I think I can see the parallels between comics and plays in general. So I'm gonna probably use some of that, and then eventually try to tackle writing a comic book. Get some good, crispy dialogue going. and I'll hire Frederic to be the artist.
Awesome, man. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, I can level up.
You're
Dude,
working-
I'm looking forward to that Kevin Nolan book. I'm going to be studying
Oh my
that.
god, you're making me
Uh,
want to like pull it out and study it nonstop now because it's just too good.
Kevin.
Don't do it, Saboteur. I'm going to totally study it more than you did, and I'm going to fucking surpass you in my Kevin Nolanness.
The funny part was I wasn't even studying that for this book. I was studying Faust, from Tim Vigil. So
Yeah, I got my Jim Lee book. I got my Todd McFarlane, and then I was like, okay, these are all the artist editions that I need. I don't need
Yeah.
any more. This is all that I need to study. And then you showed me
wait,
that
but did you get the
fucking-
Michael Golden?
No, I was looking at it yesterday. I was like, okay, it's cool. He's a great artist, but I
Yeah,
don't know if I'm going to
sounds
take
good.
as much inspiration. The Nolan one was because I need to step up my inking game, if I'm going to be honest with you.
You do.
What is the
Yeah.
Punisher page you're talking about?
It's one Punisher page from the early. It's got a
Is
little
the
bit.
Jim Lee one?
No. I think he's the one drawing it. You've got a lot of zipatone on panel 2. He's got a
Oh, I
couple
see
of
it.
wide
It's right
panels.
here.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just one page. There's no more than that, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's Zipatone all over it. Old
Yeah.
Zipatone.
Yeah.
Fucking beautiful. Oh, you're looking at it? Let me blow you up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blow him up. Blow that guy.
You're talking
up.
about this one, right? This page?
That's the one. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a nice page.
Dude, that's fucking that. When I saw that, I was like, okay, I got to get the book.
Yeah, like this
Eric-
line work right here, when you look at it close, you're just like, dude, come on. Just stop,
And that should not even be an interesting panel. Like Punisher from behind. Like, dude, it fucking looks so dynamic. The way he's
Yeah, it's just great.
positioned.
And this is what I'm saying. See the building right here? It's just in silhouette, but then he's actually got the damn light poles and all these wiring.
Yeah. That's
It's
why
real.
that's where Mignola got his fucking trademark signature,
Yep.
silhouette work. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh,
building.
speaking
stuff.
of Mignola, we got a nice little Mignola clip here. I don't know if you've ever seen this one.
I know.
Where is she?
Yeah.
I shouldn't have called it out. I should have just played it.
Yeah. Because now we're like, the anticipation.
You guys need this too. I'm gonna tell you, just get this book. This is amazing.
Is that the Faust one?
How's the
This
pros?
is Simonson's door.
Okay, here she is.
So Mignola sticks Hellboy in front of the window for a nice bit of negative space. He leaves out some colored lines to hint at the shape of a window, adds some very interesting background details, and covered everything else in black. This is, of course, not the only way to draw focus to the stage.
Fuck.
Oh god.
Oh, that's Thor.
Beautiful place.
Yeah.
Is this
Yeah,
an
Simonson.
artist book?
Yeah, Simonson.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, but these are smaller. So these are like they've
These
got
are
an
the-
artisan. Yeah, they call it
Yeah.
artisan instead of artist edition.
Yeah, the cheaper version.
They're smaller. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought this one on accident from Amazon because I thought it was the big one, and then I was like, "Oh, that's still fine." You can see
Yeah,
what's
it's
happening.
one's artist because the artist ones you even see the tape, the yellowing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
I got the Jack Kirby one too for Fantastic Four, and that's really nice as well.
We're talking about Jack Kirby, his writing.
yeah. Kirby's a master.
Yeah, I wanted to study him more because of I know that like Savage Dragon and all that stuff. They have that same like you can tell Eric Larson pulls from him quite a bit.
Yeah, Eric Larson. He produces a lot of comics as well. Like I think he peaked at like Sinister Six on Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Like I was never a fan of Savage Dragon. I tried to get into it. I tried to get into all
It's
the
a-
Image
it's okay.
books.
Yeah.
but it wasn't my thing.
Uh-huh.
here's another good book. This is the Arthur Adams one.
Oh, it's got some Frank Frazetta vibes. Oh,
You know-
dude,
you
that's
know
a
Arthur
beautiful
Adams?
cover. I've seen a couple of his works. Like I'm not a huge. I didn't follow him a whole lot, but I've seen a couple of his works.
Yeah, he did this one. It was really nice.
That's a great artist.
All his early like X-Men stuff is in here. Like that cover is just
Oh yeah, that's a
crazy
classic.
good. Yeah. But just I like all these old school like barbarian type.
I love when you can compare the pencils and the inks.
Yeah.
That's another thing that sold me on the Kevin Nolan book.
Yeah. And then they have like the really nice pencils versus like these are just like copies, it looks like too.
Well, they didn't scan them back in the day. It wasn't like now. Now everyone like does backups, does scans, but
Yeah.
dude, like fucking Kirby didn't photocopy his pencils before he inked them, you know.
Yeah, I love the Kirby ones too because you can see all these little line indications and notes all of the pages and stuff. It's really fun. It just looks really good. It's just, I wish I can get to this level one day.
Well, he did a lot of pages.
Yeah,
He drew like crazy.
yeah. It's
And
just,
they had a larger format, I think, back in the day as well. This
Yeah.
was before the 1117.
right.
I heard.
Is it a 12,
Did you see?
12 by 18 or 15 by 18?
Yeah, something like that. Did you see the? There was a Tim Ferriss interview with Frank Miller, and he pulls out the artist edition of Sin City, or I think it's called
no,
the
I've
cure.
never seen that.
It's called no, dude. It's called the Curator's edition, and it's full size. But Frank Miller doesn't work 11 by 17. He works on those larger formats. So when Tim Ferriss pulls it out, you don't see Tim Ferriss on camera anymore. It's like the book. The book covers the guy. It's
Are you serious?
so yeah, dude, check it out. Tim Ferriss interviews Frank Miller. This was like less than a month ago, I think.
Cool, I'll check it out. I write it down.
Because Frank has got a book coming out. He's got a book about his comic book work. So it's a not a comic, but a nonfiction book about comics. Yeah, Tim Ferriss with Frank Miller, and they go through his process, his work, his a lot of stuff. I almost bought that book, but I was like, dude, I can't fit that anywhere in my apartment. It's so
I want to
crazy.
look that up, but after I see it and see like how much it is.
Yeah,
I just
It's
picked
the
this one up too.
it's the Curator's edition, is what it's called.
That's
The Art
it.
of Hammer. I don't know that one.
Hammer Films. They just do all the this is just old movie posters really. And all the box covers.
Yeah, so the Curator's edition is not even available on my Amazon, on Canadian Amazon anymore. Like it's out of stock. So
Oh,
if you
really?
see it, grab it.
Oh, totally.
It might be different on Amazon.com because I'm Amazon.ca.
Glamour.
I love those movie posters.
Yeah, this is the cover that I love the most out of any movie. That I've
It's
ever
just
seen.
her neck. Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bite mark on the neck and a little bandage. Sweet.
Is that your working cover right now on the
Yeah,
screen?
this is the actual cover.
Oh, dude, that's cool.
And this is like after I had destroyed the pages quite a bit. To
Yeah,
give it
that's a
that realistic, like
gritty
these,
texture.
Yeah, all that grit in here.
And you
It's
got
all
that,
real, like paints and stuff. And then I zip-a-toned over the top because I forgot to zip-a-tone it, so I had to rescan everything again.
Of course.
And
you
then the zip-a-tone doesn't stick to it because it's got all the texture and layers, right? So
Dude,
and
you make me
behind
wanna
here is
get-
like you can't.
I gotta get
see
more
it.
Zipatone. I think I got 2 panels with Zipatones in my first issue. I'm gonna have to like pump those numbers.
Oh yeah, it looks great. Like when you actually get it like rolling into some of the color and stuff. You know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
looks wonderful. Yeah, it's the working cover right now.
Ah,
Little
cool
black
stuff,
boxes
man.
on it. But I'm doing the actual.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's got a good vibe. It's got a good like the mood is set there.
I'm trying to do like I have a lot of these scans I had done also for textures.
You make me want to send you a bande dessinée. I got a French book here. It's about a former hitman turned vacuum cleaner salesman. It's so good, dude. It's got that 70s flair to it. And it's got a bunch of fake ads in the book. When I look at
I love that.
Yeah, when I look at your style, it really makes me think of that. And all the cars are perfectly drawn, like it's really like period piece cars. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it out. I'll be right back. Talks amongst yourself.
Of course, as
Thank you, Sean Connery.
schools do. How you doing today, Otter? What's new in the Otter world?
Well, I have to say, as far as writing goes, I've been working on a couple of short stories, and not in between, while writing some actual novels. Kind of been double dipping a little bit. It's been fun.
Nice.
The whole thing has basically just been start a story and then write as much of it you can within a week, and it's a surprisingly good writing philosophy, because the idea is not necessarily to finish it, but get it to a place where you can put it away for a bit, come back to it, and then just put a few edits on it, maybe polish it up, change a few things around, and then you're good to go.
Oh, nice. Not bad, man. Not bad.
Yeah, it's been fun so far. I'm working on an Appalachian-style horror story. That's been one thing I've been working on lately.
That sounds
I
fun.
did.
Appalachian Mountains.
What's that?
The Appalachian Mountains stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also did a cyberpunk-style story as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, good times.
It's cool.
Yeah, we don't get too much Appalachian horror these days. Usually,
I was actually watching a
good.
some kind of like one of those random videos of like paranormal stuff on HBO, and they were actually talking about the Appalachian Mountains and all the crazy crap that happens out there that I've never heard of.
Yeah, there's definitely a history there. It's pretty ancient place, the Appalachian.
Is that why? I was trying to figure out why it was like that.
I wouldn't say that's probably why, but it's an old place.
Look at this dude though. This one's called we have to shoot Ramirez is the translation. So you got the mob like
guy from Highlander?
1960s. It feels like a blaxploitation story, and then you got the whole vacuum cleaner angle. You open the book and it's like a vacuum cleaner diagram, like it's like you just bought a vacuum cleaner.
You dig it.
That's
Act
pretty
1
good.
starts off with the coffee pot. Really beautiful design work.
That's
Is
really
the main
damn
character
good.
a janitor?
No, he's a serial killer. Not a serial killer. I'm sorry, a hired killer turned vacuum cleaner salesman, and he's very good at his work. So, like, he's the only guy that can get the new prototype of the vacuum cleaner working. So when they have to demo it live on TV, he's the guy that gets called. And look at these shots, dude.
Dude, that looks like some Matteo Scalera stuff.
Well, Matteo's European, right? He's Italian.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is Nicola Petribo. This says mute. Yeah, because the guy's mute. He doesn't talk. And you got like, this feels like a fucking Tarantino like film as well. Like this is just lettering on the page. The lettering is fucking beautiful as well. It's all squared, but like broken squares.
Yeah.
It looks... It's very stylish. It's not realistic except when he's drawing cars. Cars are all like period.
It reminds me of Sean Murphy does that too. Where, like the cars are just beyond realistic. They look so good.
Yeah, there's a good car chase scene at the end. Here's like mafia boys talking about their business. And here he is like with the vacuum cleaner. And he never talks. He's mute. So everyone talks around him. He just never says anything. The colors are nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
By the way,
Like
Frederic, I'm not sure if any of you guys have checked this out, but have any of you guys heard of the Zatoichi movies by any chance?
No, that sounds Japanese.
It is Japanese. So if you're familiar with samurai films at all, it's very big in Japan. Actually bigger than Yojimbo.
What?
Like the Yojimbo is what we all know over here in the
Don't say Yojimbo, motherfucker. Brings me back to just never finding people for that Hildebrand quest. Took forever.
All right. You know that's a whole reference to the movie, right?
Yes, I know.
All right. Yeah, but Yojimbo is a good movie. I watched the first Zatoichi film, and I actually plan on checking out more. I really enjoyed it. The whole premise is he's a blind swordsman. Can't see, acts feeble, but he's lightning with a katana.
Acts feeble.
Yes.
Throws off his enemies.
He's very good at it.
Good color contrast. Everything's blue. You got a nice orange panel here. Blue and orange. He's got these nice like chapter dividers too. Let me skim through it a little bit faster. Look at these ads, dude. It makes you want to buy the fucking vacuum cleaner.
Like super 80s style. Like
More than a vacuum cleaner. It's called the Vacuumizer 2000. Dust, that's his thing. Robotop, as seen
pretty
on
cool.
TV. Dude, it's so good. It's a very modern comic, but with very 60s vibe. Again, we got the opposite here. Everything's orange. The place is on fire. You got a couple of blue panels that really stand out. Dude's good at everything. I think it's one person. This is like Nicola Petrable. There's no writer. There's no colorist.
that's
one-
pretty sick. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's one dude.
I'd like to be at that level one day.
These are all the chapter dividers. Always uses the same image for the Ramirez character. You got the number with some texture on it, and then the title is like always a short word.
Yeah.
Mute, soft, white as snow is what it says here. And then the titles are like in perspective. It feels like watching a fucking modern Tarantino film.
Yeah.
That's like those in Zombieland when you first see them running around.
Yeah,
The
with the
letters will pop up.
titles like
Yeah.
put it to perspective within the scene. Yeah. It's really good shit.
That reminds me, I need to get better at cardio.
And look at these.
Yeah.
This is the car chase scene, dude. 2 panels on a double page spread. Look at these angles, dude. It's fucking crazy. And you got an ad for the car as they're doing the chase scene, man. It's
That's
like,
awesome. Yeah.
this is like,
That's a really good idea.
this is a real work of art. Now, everything's pink because it's the scenes with the girls.
Mm-hmm.
And then it finishes always with a nice white page and just a small detail on the bottom.
It's very good.
Yeah. To be continued.
Damn.
Oh, so this is the credits. Okay, written. Okay, so he's got some people who, he does everything, but he's got suivi de projet. That means people following the project.
Mm.
So basically beta readers or editors. Relecture is rereading. Okay, preparation of color preparation. So somebody was involved helping him with probably the print aspect of the color, I would imagine. Quality control, beta readers. Say beta lector, beta readers. You got 3 beta readers.
That's a good idea to put beta readers. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen it in Shane Davis's I forgot the title of his book for it's on the tip of my
The
tongue.
Sasquatch thing.
No, it's the god damn it. And then you get the website. And so yeah, he does everything by himself. Most of the art is just he has like a lot of rereaders and people helping him getting
right.
it to the printer, it seems. Music trailer. Oh, he's got a trailer.
And then he made his own like little fonts and stuff, or his own little company logos, like an actual movie.
I think so. Yeah, so this is drawn by Cintiq,
Yeah.
color by Saturatech. Onomatolby. Okay, so this is fucking good. You know how you got Dolby sound? This is onomatopoeia Dolby. So onomatolby. So Dolby onomatopoeia. This guy went all in.
Yeah.
Opaque image fix on paper. This is a lot of humor in this. And this is the next episode. I gotta check if the next one's out. I bought this like a year or 2 ago.
It's really cool.
And then extra stuff. Oh, this is like formulaire de satisfaction. So your satisfaction formula or form. So model, series, date that you purchased it. Is the fucking like as if you bought a vacuum cleaner and you got to fill out if you're satisfied.
That's really cool.
Real tongue-in-cheek humor. I love this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a lot of talent in Europe. Unfortunately, like the 2 markets don't talk to each other much. Like the American and European are not a whole lot in contact. Corey says, I'm back again. What? Why were you gone, Corey? What are you talking about? What the fuck? There's like no. What? There's like 2 streams. Yeah,
Which is
so we
kind
get
of stupid just because it's not that much to produce over here, and you'll make money.
That's the thing. I know, right? It's just the markets are
What was that
weird
again?
right now. It's like it wouldn't cost a whole lot to like translate and publish from one continent to
Oh.
the other. Because comics are
Right.
not it's not super expensive to translate, right? And then you reprint in the market. Because these would sell like hotcakes if there was
Yeah.
marketing. Like these would sell.
Here's the funny part: they don't even have to fucking translate the sound effects and shit. They could just do what Japan does and just puts a little thing of what it is.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
it's
right.
close. It's close enough. You know, French and English onomatopoeia, they're not that different. Are you talking about this drawing or the comic we were looking at? I know Corey loves the ladies. So this is Haley and Elizabeth. These are Wrangler's characters from his book. And we're doing a little commission here, which has come along nice. I just got to do Elizabeth's outfit. Needs to finish her hair and all that. And we're getting close to getting close to being done with the pencils.
The illustration is turning out really good.
Finally, Frederic drawing more good stuff. Yeah. Dude, I'm going to be
About
starting.
time.
I'm going to be starting another comic in 2 weeks, so stay tuned.
Oh, you actually starting back up?
Yeah, I'm going to be doing like preprint in the morning on the laptop, and the rest of the day I'm going to be starting to pencil one of the 2 comics. I think more I think about it. So one of the stories is with these 2 ladies here. So we got Razum and so it's kind of double-sided book. So I'm telling the backstory of each of these girls, and both stories meet in the middle. And then I got Ratel Tua. So I'm thinking I might do both books like kind of alternate at the same time, like alternate between pages of both books. Ratel's got like between 30 and 40 pages, and the girl's books is a clean 24. So each girl has like an 11-page chapter with a double page in the center.
What is Ratel at right now? Like 24?
The first issue is 24,
Mhm.
and then I realized, like, holy shit! Like when you print an indie book, 24 is pretty thin.
Yeah.
Like it works well for floppies back in the 90s, but as an indie book, you kind of want to beef it up. So my next one's going to be like between 32 and 40.
I think mine's at 36 right now.
Yeah,
That's
that's good. And you might add like a couple of extra pages.
There's like
bonus
stuff
stuff
in there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No.
And then like I did the same thing that guy did that you were just showing, where in the book there's like a newspaper that everybody's reading because there's
you got a print of the paper, the newspaper has pages in the book.
Yeah, it actually has the ads from the newspaper in the book.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I felt this was your vibe. Like I was looking at your stuff. I'm like, oh, this is. I figured it's something you'd be interested in.
I wonder if something fun where you could do like I'll actually do it too, where like you fill out like an order form to like order like something like random from the book. You know, like it'd be something really dumb, but I'll actually try to make something to like give people, you know, or actually get like a winner to win that object.
Oh yeah,
Okay, I get you.
I should have like like those GI Joe toys used to have points. You
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
cut
exactly.
out.
Right.
You have to cut out a piece of the board, and it's like 5 points. You know,
exactly.
If you get 100 points, you get a free Ratel mask.
Is that
Dude, but it'd be awesome if both
the
of
one
them
with or without the busted left eye lens?
That's a surprise.
That's funny.
Yeah, you got to be creative.
Remember,
people love that kind of stuff. You know, people get involved and engaged in that stuff.
I bought a Transformer that way a long time ago when I was a kid, and it was like you had to do the points and you had to collect the little labels in the books that came out.
Yeah, you'd cut it off
then
the
I
back of the
Yeah, you ship in like $3.95 for shipping or something.
You'd get stuff mail order. Yeah, there was some GI Joes you could only get through mail order, like the first hooded Cobra Commander. I remember I ordered the Cobra Commander and the Hiss tank through the mail, and my mom got them, and it was like November or just like it was either October or November, and she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna keep it and like wrap it for Christmas." So I had to wait an extra fucking month because my mom wanted me to get it for Christmas. Still pissed.
Oh, jeez.
I'm just kidding, of course. Not really.
You just got that little bitter taste in the back of your mouth, like, damn it.
Like, I could have gotten that G.I. Joe a month earlier. Did you realize that, James?
Yeah, you know, whenever I come on here, like I spend some time browsing books and I've come across some interesting stuff, and I'm like, it's interesting stuff. This time around, I found out that around the 2024 era, as in that single year that happened not too long ago, they actually, Universal released a series of short, I believe it was either 4 or 5 issue runs based off of the Universal monsters. They released a Frankenstein run, a Dracula run, a Creature from the Black Lagoon run. I believe they also released The Mummy as well, a 4-issue The Mummy run, and what's the one? The Invisible Man. They also did The Invisible Man.
Oh, dude, that would be so easy to draw a comic of the Invisible Man.
Well, the character.
I'd be so lazy drawing that.
He's rarely actually invisible in the story.
Oh, fuck.
He usually has his bandages on.
Yeah. But I mean, remember what Jack Kirby did with the Invisible Woman? He just did dotted lines.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Wasn't it the same with the ships and stuff too?
Well, what was it? Wonder Woman had an invisible ship.
Yeah.
Which, all you had to do was draw Wonder Woman sitting. And you
I'm
didn't-
sorry. I always hated the invisible jet.
It's
It
like
just always seemed to contrast with everything else about her.
That was so awesome.
yeah, right.
Yeah, that was goofy.
But then Linda Carter made me not care.
But they didn't. Did they have the invisible ship in the show? I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think
TV
so,
show?
but
In the live action show.
I thought they did, right?
I don't think they did, but Linda Carter still made
I mean,
me
because
not care
in
about
the
it.
animated show, all the time you'd see her like sitting in space with
Yeah, I know.
flying in a ship supposedly.
Oh, Jesus.
Remember when Family Guy spoofed that? Superman came flying up alongside, and he's like, it looks like you're sitting on a toilet when you're just in that position.
That's good. Did you guys ever see the Robert Valley Wonder Woman that he did? It was like, I think she was attacking a Jeep or something. Or it's like a Coke commercial.
No,
I don't
I didn't see
remember.
that.
Damn, that was freaking good. Maybe it wasn't Wonder Woman. What's the other young girl that's like, she looks like Wonder Woman? Now I have to look it up.
Are you talking about in DC or?
No. It was an actual like commercial they did. And they got Robert Valley to come in to do the animation for it.
Oh.
It's not ringing a bell.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Let me see if I can find it real fast. Yeah,
Well,
this is
there's always
I guess
American
DC
Aiden from
Nation
the
put
Dick.
it out. He's like, let me put it in this chat here, in the private chat, I guess.
Yeah, you could do that.
But he did like it's 2-part series. It's really nice. It's freaking good. And I guess he does all his animation with Photoshop, like cell by cell.
Oh, that's beautiful art. Let me share it. Hold on. Share screen.
Yeah, I was
DC
just telling Omer
Nation.
about him too.
Okay, let's watch. Let me just mute the background music.
I don't know if that music's copyright either.
In the DC Nation?
Yeah.
I don't think that's a problem because it's just they just defund you and we're not funded anyway. So wow, dude, already like the style is at 11, man.
I love the missiles out of the Jeep's headlights. That's some spy hunter stuff right there.
Dude, I love everything except the dude having a lot of sand in his mouth when he's on the beach. This is crazy good. All right, let's keep going. Wow.
Green eyes work.
Go home, princess. This breach of security is our business. Now step aside, or else. Or else what?
Snoo. That's it. Fuck.
Captain Steve Trevor's log. I'm stranded on a mysterious island paradise.
Oh, there's a whole fucking. Wow, this is a whole series of these.
The other ones, that Shinjuku and all those ones are like his own personal stories. They're just fantastic.
What
Wow,
the
there's a
fuck
whole
is going on
playlist
with
of
her
this.
ass crack?
Oh man.
He has a real
This is
stylized
great.
look.
Apparently,
It's
it cracked.
This
fantastic.
is great stuff, man. Check it out, folks. Let me put it in the chat for people to fucking goon over. Dude, this is so stylish.
Yeah, he's the one. He's the guy who did Tron and all that.
Oops. Hold on. Okay, let me copy the private chat and drop it there. Dude, that's fucking good, man. I love
One of the
the I
best.
don't know, the energy, it's zooming into the car. Like the car kind of has the effect of a like a cinema black line at the top, like a letterbox size screen, which turns into the car mirror, which turns into the reflection into her glasses, and then which turns into her backing up the car. It's so well done, man. These beautiful transitions.
Like if you look at his coloring styles and like some of the other shorts that he does, like he does all the reflections of like the ground when lights are coming through or cars passing by, stuff like that. It's beyond belief.
Yeah, it's a lot of attention to detail, man.
Yeah.
And very stylish, like super stylish. Wow.
Yeah, one of
Who
the
did
best.
this again?
Robert Valley.
Robert Valley.
Yeah.
Does he do comics as well, or is it just do animation?
He has, I think he's done a couple of his own. I don't think he's actually worked for anybody big. He's more in the animation stuff.
Okay. I mean, he's good at it. Might as well work at what you're good at.
When you guys are talking about that invisible car, I mean, an invisible.
Yeah, I love that we see the car like visibly, and then it switches to invisible. And it's just a nod to the fucking spaceship, right? It looks ridiculous, but
Right.
and then she turns around, and then boom, like the car becomes visible, and she stops him with the car door. Fucking cyclists, right? Am I right? It's good stuff, man. All right, let me get back to work on this commission here. Enough fooling around.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night for now, guys.
All right, well, James. Well, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for sharing all your interesting finds in the indie comic space. OTK.
Yes, and
all
I
that
have another
jazz.
one that's gonna arrive tomorrow. Another comic book. So
Stay tuned next week's folks. We'll probably do another
you
comic book, a book cam if James is willing and able.
it's a faithful adaptation to Mary Shelley's Frankenstein in comic book format. So
Ooh.
this is gonna
What
be
was it
good.
called?
It's a comic book version of Frankenstein, but a
Oh.
faithful adaptation. Yeah.
Is it like Boris Karloff style, or it's its own offshoot?
They decided to go with Boris Karloff for the imagery of Frankenstein himself, but it's very
Nice.
much the original story, which is what I wanted from the new Del Toro one. But he went down his whole monsters or the good guys vibe, which completely like not my style. Like he had a romance between the monster and a chick in there, and like I'm sorry, but the book is a masterpiece. We don't need your take on it, guy. Just give me the book as it was, because that's amazing.
And make it pretty on screen, yeah.
Exactly. Just make it
Del
Wasn't
pretty.
it
Toro
also a
is
story about a cuck?
Is that what they turned it into?
Otter?
What's that?
Wasn't it a story about a cuck as well?
In
Nosferatu?
No, we're talking about
yeah.
Frankenstein.
We're talking about Frankenstein.
Oh.
In Nosferatu, there is.
I thought we were talking about
most recent
Nosferatu. I was
movie.
like, yeah.
No, I haven't checked that one out though. I heard good things, but I gotta head out, Jen.
Well, thanks for coming on, James. Watch his show every Tuesday at what is it, 6 Eastern time?
It is 6 Eastern time, 3 o'clock my Central time. You know, so like hit that up. I go live with R.H. Snow and The Black Knight, published authors, both of them. The Black Knight is out. of town until like the 13th, so he probably won't be here for the next one either. But all right, Snow will definitely be here. Maybe we'll have a few other special guests, but go ahead and join us for that. And you can also follow me on Substack. Check out my short stories at worldwithoutendlore.substack.com. But with that said, I'm out of here, guys. Take it easy.
Cool.
Have
We'll
a
play
great
your
night,
trailer
man.
on the way out. Thanks for joining us. Here is James's evergreen trailer. Let's watch this.
Through hollow night, our voices soar. We roam no more, our spirits roar. In dust and shield, our hearts burn free. We sing the spark of destiny. No throne, no crown, no gilded lore. Our own free sounds forevermore. Against the tide, we stand as one. Our crow will echo when dark is done.
That's a cool trailer.
Yeah. It's all AI stuff, like AI music, AI art.
Are you serious? Wow.
Yeah, but he puts a lot of work into it. Like he's an editor and he plays around with all the AI tools. So he like keeps working at it. It
Yeah.
adds extra layers of style to it, so it doesn't feel like the usual AI. He adds like
Right.
different layers of texture and styling to it that makes it feel different a little bit.
And it's getting impressive.
It's crazy stuff, man. I've been playing around with different aspects of it. Like my trailer was done with animating some panels, and the musician who I have a musician called Anonymal who allowed me to use his music for the trailer. And we've been looking at each other's stuff going like, this is good. Like, this is a good matchup. We may be doing more interesting stuff this year. Like maybe we're going to do like a full-blown trailer for his music, which might in turn be an awesome trailer for the comic at the same time. So we'll see where that leads. But
right,
there's good partnerships possible. And like AI is making stuff possible where it wasn't possible. Like animating trailers. We'd never have that for comics. If it wasn't AI. Like no one would go out and do an animated trailer for the comic. Like you might do little bits of animation here and there, but it's so time consuming, man. But there's still a portion of people that get turned off by it. So
yeah, I mean, I understand it, but like, you know, it's still got to evolve with times. It's just like computers. Like I wouldn't be coloring like this, you know, back in the 60s when they were probably complaining about the evolution of computers.
Yeah, dude, I remember when Photoshop came out. I was in art school.
Yeah.
And like 90% of the people were fucking hated computers. Hated
it. Yep. You can't find it forever.
And now it's like everyone's accepted it. It's so ubiquitous. And it becomes clear who's good at it and who's not. Like the computer doesn't solve your problems, like your artistic sensibilities.
Right. Yeah, because like I think it's the same in any field you go to, right? Like, you know, like in the design field, you can tell who's not really cut out for it and who's, you know, damn good.
Yeah, it'll amplify your skills, and your lack of skills, you know.
Yeah,
totally. If you have no artistic sensibilities, dude. When Photoshop came out, everyone had bevel text and lens flares.
Nope, I did too, man. It was just like
of course,
the golden, you know, the golden style and adding smoke.
Yeah.
I still go back and like for people's like birthday parties and stuff. I'll do those like those old school like hip hop covers where everything's like diamond and blinged out.
Oh, that's cool.
The old school like gangster rap albums.
Yeah.
It's terrible Photoshop.
Exactly. I'm all concentrated here. It's coming along. added a bit of shadow to the arm here, and it feels like. Let me give you guys a glimpse of it. Look at this, Wrangler. Are you still there?
No, I left a while ago.
Oh, damn. Well, if you were here, I wanted to show you the.
Oh, and I would be looking.
Yeah, I got a little bit of shadow work around the gun. I think it's starting to pop a little bit.
Yeah, it's got almost that metallic look, that metallic sheen to it.
Yeah. I'm trying to add shadows both to the skin and the metal in different ways, and even these two types of metals as well.
This is why I was referencing Kevin Nolan last night. You have that like shadow style that he does.
Well, that's why I fucking really got interested by his work as well. I'm like, oh, dude, this is gonna take me to the next level. Like, I got to study what this guy did because I'm not to his level yet. I gotta study some of his stuff.
Oh, you know what I forgot to mention? But it's not gonna be a big deal, I don't think.
Don't chase. She has a third arm or something like that.
She has a third arm.
Oh, God damn it! I knew it.
Now, Elizabeth wears a small wooden cross around her neck.
Oh, okay. I could.
So you probably be able to barely see it when you put it in, but it does need to be there. That's like
no, but I can have it like moving up. Like I have it like going.
Oh, yeah,
like this, because she's got a lot of movement in there. So the cross is kind of like,
yeah,
like this, right? I got you. Of course, I'm going to have to add an extra, an extra 3 seconds of work on the bill. Maybe 1.5 seconds, to be honest. Actually, I think it's 200 milliseconds. It's going to be 3/4 of a penny. But since I round up, it's going to be a full penny.
Them pennies are adding up.
Yeah, we don't even use pennies anymore. I
You're
guess it's rounded up to.
You're going to be using Satoshis.
I don't think we do any either. I thought we just got rid of our pennies.
Yeah, we round up to the nickel now.
Yeah, we discontinued making pennies. We still have pennies.
Well, we don't use pennies at the stores anymore. They round up the price to the nickel.
Penny.
You're in Canada?
Penny.
Yeah.
Penny.
Fuck them. Rounding up my ass. Fuck you.
Well, you should, if you feel that way,
That's
Billy
when
Bob.
you say, nah, round down.
Round down. If you feel that way, you should probably tell Trump to come and, take care Maduro or Prime Minister. You know what I mean?
Do you have oil?
We do in Alberta. A whole lot of oil.
Okay.
We got a shit
You guys
ton
a
of
lot.
oil in
You
Alberta.
have a lot of minerals too.
Yep. We sure do. We got
You
a
see
lot.
how
Of,
giddy the CIA dude was when he was talking about, we knew his pets and all this other shit.
his pets?
Yes.
Did you say?
He spied.
Did you say his pets?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't catch that.
Yeah, it was like the head of the CIA dude. It was like he was getting real excited and happy when he was going through all the stuff they knew about Maduro.
Yeah, that's a big W, dude, for Trump's administration.
Remember, he wanted no war.
What do you say? I didn't catch that. No
When
what?
Maduro, remember he done his original speech and he said no war.
That wasn't a war. That was just a straight up curb stomp.
Oh, no war, dude. That was an in and out. Like, what the fuck happened?
No.
That's got to rank up there with
forgetting-
Nancy
hold
Pelosi saying freedom.
Are y'all forgetting when Maduro came out? Remember he did it on on his television and shit?
No, I didn't catch that. Yeah.
Yeah, he was
No,
saying
I
no
saw that.
war, but the way he was like very broken English. So he said no war.
He hangs out with a lot of Cubans, Drawing size is so satisfying. I'm so glad that she has size. Like they make no sense in real life, but they're so fucking cool to draw.
Yeah, they're farmer's tools, right?
It's like Raphael. I
Or
think that was my
weeds.
favorite Ninja
Oh,
Turtle.
she likes to catch an opponent's blade in the chambers of the sai and twist and disarm.
Of course she does. She can catch my weapon anytime in her sai.
See, now you can make comments like that about the characters without it sounding weird.
I thought it did sound weird, but thank you.
I think back to the time Kahuna said, "Don't forget to check out his book, Bad Kitty." I'm like, dude, they're 11 years old.
Yeah,
That's
Kahuna can make
unironically amazing.
Kahuna can make anything sound naughty, to be honest.
Now he can say that it's not going to sound so off.
The dude streams from the shower. Let's get things straight here.
On one hand, that's hilarious. On the other, I fear the day that he drops his phone.
Oh dear Lord!
Because he's dropped his phone many times, but he has
give-
not dropped it in the shower yet.
Don't give him any
That's going to be
ideas.
worse than dropping the soap because, well,
Who's
live
this?
and on the air, that's not where you want that to happen.
So, Charlie, have you written the story for the second book, or is it in your
No.
head? How many
It's
books
just in my head.
do you have, like, for the story in a general sense?
I'm trying to get to 4.
Yeah, that's a good number.
And I'm happy that I didn't write it out completely because when I was finishing issue 1, I actually found like a better way of finishing the entire book. And like it was like coming together better. So I'm happy I didn't even start anything, for like plot wise for any of the other ones yet. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to take everything out of my dialogue blocks and then repaste that into the actual like Word doc that I have. Since I've I just keep refreshing the dialogue that's actually on the pages versus like editing on the actual, Word doc. So
Yeah, that's a lot of what I did as well. Like I got the lettering done, got some beta readers on it, and then just edited in the lettering phase. It's good because part of the lettering is also the size of the text.
Yeah,
depending on the
what size
panels.
did you use, by the way?
Oh dear Lord, I'd have to check. I think it's 10 point.
Damn, you went 10 point? Okay.
Yeah, I can get you the exact stuff. I work with free software though. I work with Inkscape instead of Illustrator, but it's the same. It's the same thing.
I
It's
did all
just
mine
that-
in InDesign, and
Right.
then just edited the bubbles from there.
Yeah, you got vector artwork in there as well. Yeah, because
Yeah, just
InDesign it's also that'll give you
just the publishing software.
Yeah, it's the publishing, so you can export PDF straight from the InDesign. So you do your lettering in there as well. Okay, so I got an extra step. I do my lettering, export as raster, and then put that in my publishing software.
Yeah, because like right now, this is the actual InDesign file, and like
And
I'm sitting at
lettering digitally also
8.
allows for eventual translation because you can translate it and redo the lettering, which is if you ever need help with translating to French, let me know. I'll gladly help you with that.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of fun, but it's just I did this my own fonts as well, so it's my own handwriting.
No, you're shitting me.
No, it's all my own handwriting. And then like
Is that a lot of work? Do you have to do a lot of like
No, it's
extra
not,
work
dude.
with the kerning and stuff?
Yeah, with the kerning and stuff. Like, but I fixed all the kerning and the tracking like when I was first designing the font. So
Do
then
you do
like, it comes
variations
in
of
raw.
letters? I see some like insane fonts have like up to 3 variations of the letters. So if you like type AAA, because like sometimes you want to go
Yeah.
so they have like 3 different A's that you can cycle through in the font.
So
Crazy
yeah,
shit like
I have two separate ones. So like you can see here when he's like screaming, like he'll be like it's like a thicker and more like choppy font, you know.
Yeah.
But then when it's the girl and stuff like that, it's a smoother copy. And then I used there's that like well-known comic font that I use for the actual like dialogue blocks. So that these are like the straight up real comic font here. From I forgot this guy's name. Comic Craft.
Yeah, I get all my fonts from Comic Craft.
Yeah, and then the rest are just all my fonts, my own stuff.
What about onomatopoeia? Do you have a lot of those in the book or not?
What do you mean?
Sound effects.
Yeah, I handwrite all those.
You do? Okay. I do a mix. I do some by handwriting and some that I add digitally. So it's a bit
Yeah, I
of a
did
mix.
a lot of them like this, where it's like inside the panels,
Mhm,
or
yeah.
I'll add them later on, and I'll like just draw them out and then add them in here, like bug sounds,
Yeah. That's
stuff
fucking
like
cool.
that. It's just fun stuff, man.
That's a lot of fun, man. Dude, I
Yeah,
can't wait
it
till you
is.
launch your campaign. This is gonna be it's gonna be a good one.
Here's like one of the magazine ads that's in the book, and so like this is the actual town that
Yeah, I
they're like
remember you
going
showing
to.
me that. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is what all of it laid out, and like this is like a really stupid like ad that I found in like one of the newspapers down below, but this one's like about like getting your fist stronger to like masturbate harder or something, because it's a
Yeah,
college paper,
that's a
right? So it's trying to be funny.
legit problems that men have. Yeah.
Right. So stupid shit
Hi,
like that.
men. Here is your perfect aphrodisiac.
Yeah, it's like a weight that's on his arm. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, you should totally like launch this in October or something, like a horror book, Halloween. It's a good
That's
timing
actually,
for
yeah.
yeah.
I might be done
You'd
with
have
that
time to
actual
get
queue.
the second one at least. 'Cause don't wait till the second one's completely done. Like wait till you're like, I don't know, 85, 90% done, something like that. How long did it take you to do the first one? You say 36 pages, right? Is that a
Yeah,
year
it
or
was about
two?
9 months. I didn't do every single page. There was 4 pages that a couple other people did.
Oh, you
Like,
got
they did some.
guest artist?
Yeah.
What's
A couple
the
guys
context
just
for that?
found my art. They found my preview and just sent me some artwork, and I was like, "What?" And then I got Omer. He threw in one.
But is it part of the
Yeah.
story, the sequence of pages?
No, it's
or-
just the pinups. That's at the end of the book.
Oh, okay, yeah, extra stuff in content. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So in all, I think I have 32 pages, and then the other 4 are just
Yeah, that's perfect.
add-ons.
I thought you meant like artists came in because the latest Ninja Turtle. I bought a Ninja Turtle book that's kind of the death of the Ninja Turtles, which is actually an old script from back in the day that they dug out from their boxes.
Oh, really?
And it's a new artist is drawing most of the story, but they have flashbacks, and the flashbacks are done by the original Ninja Turtles artist.
Is this a
That's
completely separate story from The Last Ronin?
No, it is the Last Ronin.
Okay.
It is the Last Ronin. So you've got this modern artist doing most of the book, but all the flashback sequences are done by the original Ninja Turtle artist.
This is
Oh,
Eric
that's cool.
something, right? Eric Talbot.
Yeah, I don't know. I lent it to one of my friends who doesn't return books.
Wouldn't it be weird if they remade that, but they used the original cartoon show art style?
Well, it's even better. They got the original like black and white indie art style.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about if they did that, they did the Last Ronin run, but did it in the cartoon style from the late 80s, where the look of that style would contrast so severely with the tone of that book.
Well, that's the thing. I don't really dig I don't think like cartoon TV show styles work well in comics. Like they did it for The Simpsons, Futurama. A lot of Disney books were just, the TV style brought into the book. I never thought those really worked well on page because you can do so much better in a comic book style. in my own personal opinion.
Yeah, I was just saying, I thought it'd be funny to see that. Like, it's just the contrast.
I mean, it would. You could probably do it with one prompt in AI, you know. Like, hey,
Probably.
take these pages, but make them like cartoon style. Boop.
Turtle power.
You'd get it instantly.
Of course, that was my intro to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I must admit, I never read any of the comics by Eastman
Oh, me
Laird,
too.
So
I still haven't read any.
I didn't start reading comics until the 90s. And I think I kind of lucked out
Same.
because a lot of that artwork was just peak. Now, my personal favorite from back then was the Dreamwave Transformers comics, because that artwork was so good. The colors on it, it was almost like there was almost like animation cells for a
It's like Pat Lee studio back in the day.
yeah, it was just, and their models were so good. I'm like, oh wow,
Have
how
you seen the-
expensive are these?
Have you seen the latest Transformers comic books, Wrangler?
No, but I heard they've started a new run, and it's I've heard a lot of praise for it.
Yeah, dude, it looks good. I got a couple. When I say a couple, I mean one. I got one. It's good. I need to go back. I don't go to the comic book store anymore. Hey,
Is that
Mellow
Daniel
Art.
Johnson's art? Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know. It's in my long box. I'd have to dig it out. But
Yeah,
I've
he's
just
good.
been impressed. I've been impressed with the Transformers more than the G.I. Joe. I saw some G.I. Joe comics.
Rob Liefeld?
Sometimes they have good artists, but the artists like have bad panels. I don't know. I've been kind of mixed with those, the G.I. Joe books. I prefer the old ones. I bought that. I'm glad I was hunting for the G.I. Joe 21, the silent issue I was talking about earlier. And it was fucking expensive. Like I was looking through eBay and all, and then they reprinted it at the same time that I was hunting for it. They did a reprint. I was like, oh yeah, now you're talking. I bought a couple issues and sent one to a friend.
Oh, guys, I got to wrap up. I didn't realize it was this late.
Dude,
Oh,
like
wow,
we're
right.
an hour over our time, so I'm gonna blame you for
Oh,
that,
okay. I was like,
Charlie.
oh shit.
No, we're already late. Let me close out. You can leave anytime you want, but let me launch the heal time.
Convoy, 12 o'clock, on my command! Deploy! Okay, now. Little off course here. Ooh, holy mommy fucking shit!
Oh, there they are. Look at these gorgeous sons of bitches.
And for all those out there that like to say that we're a bunch of bigots when we complain about ethno swaps, please keep in mind, I don't think any of us complained one bit about Zazie Beetz playing Domino.
No, she's the perfect swap because she's black and white anyway. So it's like whether you lean in one side or the other, she still works. I think that's pretty good. So this is wrap up time. Let's start with the bottom here. Lord Otter, tell us what are you up to, you evil little rodent?
Well, I've got a few book projects in the works right now, but if you want to check out what I currently have out, I have books 1 and 2 of Steel and Stormbright. The first book being The Curse of the Star Raids, and the second book being The Shadow of Twin Moons. 2 really fun sword and sorcery adventures. I mean, like just about all the feedback has been very positive. with some great artwork from Neutron Boar, of course, Frederic, who may or may not be part of this show.
It's our secret NDA.
Yeah, and Umbrella Cat as well. And yeah, so I've got those available on Amazon, all the big retailers if you want to snag those. They're pretty much going on sale pretty frequently. On top of that, I've got a couple more book projects in the work. One of them is a Western, another is a bit more sci-fi. And yeah, and the last one is going to be book 3, which is currently in progress. So stay tuned for those. That's all pretty much all I've got, other than here have some honorary clams, of course.
Nice. I'm curious about your Western. I can't wait to see that. Let's watch your trailer for Shadow of the Twin Moons.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, there you have it. Next is
The character at the end
Saboteur.
is pretty scary. In the Otters thing, the guy at the end, the
Yeah.
bald guy.
Yeah, for me, what got me was the double-headed chick. I'm like, ooh, that one's good.
I've
gotta
had
draw-
so many people get a good laugh about, I think it's both you and Neutron Boar really liking the 2-head chick.
Yeah, I got a drawing of her in the works. I gotta finish that one.
I told Sonnet that and he laughed out loud.
Nice. Charlie, tell us what you're working on and where can people find you and get more and follow you.
Yeah,
Where can
I am
stalkers
finishing
track you down?
this psychological horror. It's a kind of like a serial killer book about a guy that has multiple personalities, and I'm drawing little stuff with my left hand to act like I'm one of the split personalities, and that's what I'm doing
Cool.
with these little frames. And here's like another one, but I'll cover this part. So this is
Oh.
like this.
I like that.
But yeah, you can find out more about the book and stuff on just saboteurcomics.com or anywhere online at Saboteur Comics.
Nice. We don't have a trailer for you yet. But hopefully, when you launch the book, you'll have a trailer
Yep.
out. That'd
Yeah.
be nice. Frequency.
Yeah, go. I got a couple books out, Haley Star Bad Kitty and Bad Kitty Haley's World. You can find them on Amazon. And you could also follow me on Substack under Frequency Studios. Chapters 1 and 2 of the first book are up on Substack. You can read those for free. So if you want to go check it out, there's a perfect place to do it. They're also on Kindle Unlimited. So if you have access to that, you can read them for free. But yeah, just go to Amazon, type in Bad Kitty Frequency Studios, and both of them will pop right up. And you can also follow my YouTube channel. Do a channel search for @Wrangler212 every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, or 8:05 actually. We do a panel show of open topic discussion with many of the same faces you see here. We just go in and start talking about whatever comes up. It's a good, relaxed, informal time. Just you can come hang out with us in a live chat, and just please don't offer for us to eat turd sandwiches for $1 million. That was funny once. It's not going to work a second time.
Yeah. Awesome. And you've also got a trailer. Should we watch it?
Absolutely. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Amy and Elizabeth are back, and this time the spuds are really going to fly. Who's wrong? And this time the spuds are really going to fly. And Haley's world. Who's wrong? And this time the spuds are really going to fly. Who's world? And this time the spuds are really going to fly.
And a hat tip to my cover artist, Adrian DKC. He did a phenomenal job. Hat tip to Neutron Boar, who did the picture you see here in front of you. And hat tip to Frederic, who did this one and is working on a few others. So all
Working on
awesome
right
artists.
now,
I am
as
just
we speak.
absolutely blessed to have be able to network with you guys, and you just do fantastic work, man.
Oh, it's a blast, man. It's a blast. And we have a BillyBobSac, who just loves.
Couple.
That's right. That's right, folks. You heard it here first. And
Subscribe to his only gremlins.
yes, do. And we gotta do some, other reviews for comics like Immortal Rising #2 soon.
Yeah.
And I am Frederic Guimont. I have a YouTube channel every Tuesday, as you're watching now. And I'll be working on Ratel #2 in a couple of weeks. Ratel #1 is going to be coming out in March. I'll probably have a second chance campaign around that time for latecomers who want to get their copy. So ratelcomic.com is the website where you can stay informed and follow me on Twitter/X. Love you all. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good night, and I will see you next week. I'm going to close out with a Ratel cover, a Ratel trailer, of course. Here we go.
Our world is crumbling, and most people are blind to it. A young computer whiz named Raimi decides to stand against the rising tide of oppression, only to find himself under the boot of those behind it all. Incarceration only proves to refine his resolve. Divine intervention takes away all fear from him in order to fix a broken system that enslaves us all. There comes a time when good men must ignore bad laws. Raimi dons a mask and becomes Ratel. Ratel uses intelligence and technology to combat ancient and dark forces for justice and a better tomorrow. Will Ratel take down the technocratic tyrants who've harnessed an ancient evil, or be crushed by the invisible hand?
Thank you so much, everybody. Have a good evening. Have a good night. And I'll see you next week. God bless.
See you guys.
The sun has gone to bed, and so must I. So long, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
Hello, Bitcoiners. Thank you very much. Hello. It's good to be with you. It's good to be with you.